What's up, Rain? Yo, Gundy was good.
Hey Gundy, I was sharing the room. I'm sorry. Gundy, Gundy. Wasn't that you?
Oh no,
Was that you?
nah,
Oh, that was
yeah, I was saying,
Oz. That was you speaking Oz.
yeah,
Oh, what's up with it?
same old, you know.
Yeah, I got you. I know how that goes.
I'm just cooking right now.
Yeah, I got some stew on at home at the crock pot. I'm at the chiropractor getting adjusted.
I always wanted to go to one. Do you like when your insurance cover going like just
Mhm.
for a regular or
Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, they will. They will for pain management and stuff like that.
'cause I kind of want to just go just to go.
Yeah, you should try. Let's go. You might have to adjust some things, straighten out some things.
They do like
Someday.
acupuncture and all that too,
Yeah,
or
I mean, different ones have different specialties. Yeah.
yeah, I need that. One of my boys went. When was it? I think 3 4 months ago, and nothing was wrong with him. So I don't even know if he paid or not, but when he went, they told him that he had like some I don't know like some misalignment between he said something like between 3 and 4 like whatever that means, and
Hmm.
I'm just like oh shit, I'm like that makes me
Something
kind
in
of want
his
to go.
spine.
I'm like damn, so that makes me want to go, just to upkeep,
Hmm.
for regular maintenance, I guess you could say.
Hmm. Sometimes we don't even realize we have minor injuries to certain areas of our body, and it takes a toll on our spine.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you,
then it goes,
man.
when
I
you,
can
when you
sit
catch them
up.
early, when
Okay.
you catch them early enough, you're able to adjust it. But
Yeah.
when you
Hold
wait too
on, Oz.
long, now you're looking at surgery.
All right. I'm right here. Shoot. Put my AirPods in. Here I come.
And Manny's usually in here. I wonder where he's at. Oh, he probably got that meeting with Queen.
What you say? What? With my sneakers? Yeah. After I hurt myself, I have to keep my shoes fresh and clean. I love Jordans though. Mhm. Mhm. You can't worry about that. They're just shoes. You just get some more. You should ping him, see where he at.
Well,
You said something about Manny. What you say? Scoot up
oh no,
some.
I was saying
I can't.
that he's usually in here by now, but he's probably he's probably on a call with the other guys.
You say they at the meeting. Ah, that's uncomfortable as shit. Okay.
Go back here.
Hey, OZ,
Huh?
they got me doing this. They got me on this one table. This motherfucker weird as hell. It's like I lay down, they strap my legs down, my ankles. Then they let the bottom of the table up to where my legs is sitting up in the air. It's like I'm laying at a 90-degree angle. But then the middle of the table is like hunching my back up and down. So like so, so it's some shit like moving the middle of my back like man, that shit is weird. It's like it's pushing my butt up in the air, like pushing it up from the back to the front. But it's massaging like the mess out of my back.
Well, you got like a machine massaging you, or how does that
Well,
work?
yeah, it's a table, so the table is like electronic. So basically, like I said, they got my ankle strapped down. That's why she said something about my sneakers. So then they push my legs up in the air. So my body is at like a 90-degree angle. But then the middle part of the table is like pushing my back and my butt up. So it's like massaging my lower back and my gluteus maximus, just strengthening the bottom half of my body.
Oh, got it, got it. That's. I mean, that
Yeah,
sounds. It sounds like a weird, I guess you could say, position, but it sounds like it might be soothing.
it is. It's very soothing because, like I said, it's working the lower part of my spine. So it's like, you know how okay, what's that one exercise where I think it's like you do butt lifts, where it's like you lay on your back and then you have your feet touching the floor, but then you kind of just lift up, you just keep
Yeah,
raising up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So what's your topic for today?
Um. Well, let me see. Tina's gonna be coming in, and she's got a couple more of the, am I an asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Couple things there, and then we pretty much just have a different variety of stuff that goes on.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Trigger.
What it do? What it do?
Nothing much
The
at the
variety
chiropractor.
show.
You better know. I'm finna start being quiet. I think I think people aren't liking me as much. So
But why
I'm
would you
gonna
say that?
chill. I
Yeah,
don't
why would
know
you say that?
because I'm not one that's easy to get along with.
To my knowledge, you're one of the more interactive
Let's
people,
go.
and that's kind of what you are.
Facts.
You can't really just go to a stage to stay quiet. That's how it dies down quick.
I hear you.
Not to my knowledge, shit, you cool with me, and it seems to me like you're cool with a lot of people too. So
Hmm.
Yeah, man. You definitely bring a lot to the table, man. So, I definitely look forward to even doing some things with you, so yeah, man.
Definitely, definitely.
yeah,
Looking forward to it.
because what you call it, like even when we do like the lunch break show, for example, like
Hmm.
there's no way that we would be on there for 4 or 5, even sometimes 6 hours if people weren't actually engaging. Like that's impossible to do without engagement.
That's a fact. I'm gonna sound like Trigger in a minute.
It's
How about what? This thing like massaging the shit out of my back. Yeah.
Matter of fact, your trigger, them tracks that you played yesterday with you and the guys, like what, you got an album coming out, or that y'all just did it just for the zone?
shit, that anthem track with all of us on it. That was just our first track we ever did. With just all us just put verses together. You know what I'm saying? King mixed it down or whatever. As far as like the other two songs for the Zone In and the I'll Die for This, those were songs with Hitter, Manny, and Gundy on it. They in the close range of their studio that they go to, so they was able to make a couple tracks together. I think they drove down to where Hitter was at and went to the studio and
That,
made them two tracks happen. But the anthem track, we all did it in our own locations and sent the vocals in.
oh, that's dope. That's dope. Like the way that the vibe was throughout the track, it almost seemed like y'all was in the studio together.
That
Right,
was
we was all in
cool.
separate places. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we all currently working on little songs right now that everybody got beats passed around to the team or whatever. So yeah, we working on some shit.
Y'all gonna have to let me in.
Yeah, man, I've been hearing your little freestyles here and there. You know, you definitely do your thing. So shit, I could definitely slide you an instrumental, man. See what you could do with it.
It
Also,
don't even
you made
be.
the beat. You made the beat for for those two other tracks that we heard.
Nah, I don't make beats. Those tracks, they had like Manny them
Oh,
had.
okay. That I die for this. That shit was hard.
Trick, I love you. I promise you I do.
Say what?
I say I love you. I promise you I do. It's your personality. Your energy just bomb. I swear.
I mean, you know, I try to just be level headed. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, with a lot of people on the stage, it kind of grew kind of fast, but you know, it's been a crazy ride. You know what I'm saying? For the past 8 9 months, trying to build it from the ground up and shit.
Mhm.
So we done seen a few people come and go. Some people still here on other platforms. So I try not to take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Keep it
Mhm.
moving. You know, some people gonna rock with you, some don't. You know, when I helped start this shit, it was some people, you know, felt a certain way about certain things, but you know, you just got to look at the bigger picture.
You can tell you a real one though, and that's what's positive about it. That's what makes it great.
And you know what? With the tap into the zone, like I could do the tap into the zone for 2 3 hours, but I know an hour is what I can really commit to. You know what I'm saying? I can't really commit to 2 3 hours, you
Right.
know, because I got a lot of other stuff going on. But I told them I can commit to a hour of this, and I've been doing it for 8 months straight every Friday.
That's love. That's love. I gotta figure out something so I can come up with something. Um, but shoot, like right now, what I'm doing at my job, they just got me doing a lot of training until I get on a project. So I want to like keep my time available to my career, so I can just make moves on that. And I'm still trying to get together with some other businesses to do these damn government contracts because I really want to eat off of that.
Okay.
Matter
And
of fact,
that's where they.
Trigger, did you hear
Mhm.
that they're doing that they're monetizing Clubhouse supposedly?
Oh, don't tell Venus that she sweat. Clubhouse already
It's already been
monetized.
monetized.
No, but
Yeah.
I
like
heard though.
subscriptions.
I heard they got something going on with subscriptions, some type of subscriptions going on.
Right, right. Like some kind of subscription model. I'm like, yo, that sounds kind of dope.
So people gonna have to
I
pay to get
told
in
you it's
some of these
people
big
on here.
rooms.
I told you
Right,
it's
right.
people already on here doing that. I told you it's
So it's
people
gonna,
been doing that for months. For
yeah, yeah. But
months.
I think it's gonna be like an actual Clubhouse model where, what the hell was the thing that I heard? It was like there was like a certain, let's say for example, you charge $1 per person for whatever reason. Um, I think they only take like I don't know, maybe 20 cents or something. Well, not 20 out of $1, but it's like 2% or something like that. Something real small, where like you would have that's the way that you pay for your content, I guess you could say, and then other people to subscribe to you. So it's like you do the splits, and you would let Clubhouse deal with distributing the funds to everyone. So that way nobody's in each other's pockets talking about like, oh, you short me.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? That sounds kind of dope. You know, it's kind of like having your own accountant without having one.
Mm-hmm. And I think the subscriptions will work. So I know they playing out something with these little tickets. You know, they seeing what they can do with it, but you know, you might have to charge for like if you bring in a celebrity on here to interview or something, you might want to charge something like that. You know, some people might pay for it, but going the subscription way might be the best way to do it though.
Right, because when using that example of like bringing a celebrity on, like you could always upcharge that. Like let's say you want to do like $50 a person or
Right.
whatever, but when you have a subscription model, like what's that other place? Is it a Patreon? I think it is.
Patreon. Yep.
Like
YouTube.
yeah, like yeah, because they do subscription. Theirs is all subscription based, but the way that they do it is um like you have different tiers of subscription. So depending on what tier you're in, that's the content that you're subscribed to.
Right. And you know, subscription based, you know what I'm saying? So who really fuck with the content you got putting out, you know, your real supporters, they gonna pop up in there.
Yeah, definitely, of course. And it looks like from what I've seen since I've only been on here since since late December, but it was almost Christmas. But from what I've seen so far, it's like almost every show's got of Yaz has a good amount of people in it. So
Right.
it's gonna keep going. Obviously it's gonna keep growing, but once it starts, it usually starts slow, just like with anything. But like the first, let's say, 1,000 people are the tough ones. But then once you get to 1,000, it's like overnight you can get 2,000 because everybody's grabbing somebody, and then you just turn to 5 to 10. Like but once you get past that first 1,000, it usually goes quick.
Peace to the zone, yo.
That's a fact. That's
My
a
bad.
fact. Yeah,
What up? What up? My
and I
bad.
keep
One
it
bad.
already real. It's some real serious rooms on Clubhouse. Like it's some people that take that shit real, real serious. So they gonna be able to make some money.
Yeah. Like I think the best way would be to go to like a 24-hour model. Obviously, people ain't gonna be on 24 hours a day, but with different time zones and there's different people doing different shows at different times, like your show will always have people engaged.
Right. That's a fact. I think shit, the rabbit hole, I think they 24 hours on here. Hocus for a fifth.
Yeah, I know. Let me see who else is I know Wax Room is 24 hours.
Yeah, they definitely got the shift
Mm-hmm.
thing playing off.
He really be in there all day, damn.
They be taking
Yeah,
shifts
Nah,
though.
no,
They
not
got so
him,
many
they
no.
members
got
they could
different
take shifts.
Not
people.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like how we do it. So by the time we
Yeah.
get to a point, once we get to a point where, once we get to a point where we all got people running rooms, and we all start other rooms, just keep it ongoing. They got a 2 year head start, I believe. So they got it a little bit more structured already. You know what I mean? But
Where'd
we
everybody go?
getting it. I
No,
don't
they
know.
say
Nah,
two
it's a new
years for the attend.
it's a new room. It's a new room. I'm over here setting everything up on the stage and all that. Give me a second. Setting everything up top. Hold on, we got to put what's up top too. Give me a second, real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, shit. This how my show started out. Shit, when I did this shit 8 months ago, boy, it was just me, King, and Queen in here, boy. You know what I'm
Oh.
That's a
saying?
fact.
King and Queen, boy. Queen was getting a little worried, like, man, maybe we should close this shit down. Goddamn. I was like, nah, just keep it going, man. Just keep it going, man. It's gonna pick up. So
That's a
that
fact.
shit started picking up by the week. It shit started picking up.
Oh, that's not
That's a
bad.
fact. That's a fact, yo. So it's a process, yo. It's a process. I came into here when I came in here, we didn't have 1,000 people.
That's a
I don't
fact.
think. I think we was like 600 or something, 500 when I came in, and you know what I mean? You right here, you feel me? Almost 3,000. You feel me? Crazy. What up, six in the zone? You feel me? So just being consistent, yo. I mean, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
all we
that's it.
doing and
What's
shit.
up, Six?
Six
Six
in the
in the
building.
zone. Peace, six. I put everything in. I
Peace
shared.
to
I
the
pinged.
peace to the zone. What's up?
What's up,
What we
brother?
doing?
What
What
it
we doing?
do?
Welcome to the Variety
Yeah.
Show. This is the third episode of the Variety Show with OZ. You dig? Our new member and all that. You know what I mean? To the zone. Our new zone. Yeah, so it's variety, so you already know. I mean, it's a little bit this, a little bit of that. I know Tina got some stuff from Reddit. I mean, is it from Reddit? Or am I tripping? My bad.
No, you're right. It's from Reddit.
Okay, cool. She got some questions, some stuff. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, OZ, what you got? What you got playing? What you got? You know what I mean? I'll be moving.
Yeah, that's pretty much what our plan was. What do you call it? Tina had her own little script going on, so we saved them for this segment right now. So whenever you're ready, Tina, the floor is yours.
Here we
Oh,
go.
yeah, hold on. Let me get in there.
Hey, yo, we
This
gonna get
first one
you.
is actually not. Go ahead, man.
My bad. I was about to say, OZ, we gonna get you a jersey. I'm changing my jersey right now, though. We gonna get you a jersey soon. You know what I mean? We'll get you a PTR
All right.
and all that.
Okay, yeah. So, The first one is not actually an Am I the Asshole? It's a relationship advice, but the story is kind of crazy, so I thought I'd read it to y'all. This one says, the court said I would have to share custody with my assayer for my son, so I gave up my rights and now my family won't speak to me. She said, the court said I would have to share custody with my ex abuser for my son who coerced me into having him, so I gave up my rights. But now my family won't speak to me. The court said, um, yeah, so they've also been spreading rumors about me abandoning him. I love my son, but I know the situation the courts were suggesting would have weighed so heavily on my mental health that I wouldn't have been a good mother to him. The idea of our son learning any of his mannerisms too shook me to the core. Apparently, courts do this, thinking it will benefit the child to have both parents, even if the father abused the mother. Apparently, so long as the child itself isn't involved, it's not unusual. I wish I'd known that before I involved myself. It was something I hadn't discussed with my lawyer, but I realized that in court, I could have lived happily with my son, but I couldn't live with that man in my life ever again. So I just relinquished all rights almost on the spot. Everyone tried to reason with me, but it was just a pointless argument. I just feel like this world failed me. I think I could have been a good mother if it hadn't. My friends agree and think I made the right choice, but my family doesn't. I think they're planning on trying for grandparents' rights or something, but if they'll do, I'll be cutting off all contact with them. I hope they do, but I just can't get involved. How do I restart again after this? My ex has called me from separate numbers and asked me to come see my son. I can only think my family is giving them to him. It's making me resent hearing about him because he's only being used against me. And I never resented him through any of this before. I'm staying with the friend right now, but my family is harassing them and I feel like a burden. I think I might need to move and cut everyone out of my life, but I also don't want to be ungrateful to the friends who have stood by me. I have enough money saved since I worked until I went into labor and have been saving for my son and I, but it's just me now, so I can leave. I just don't know how to start a new relationship somewhere else. And before anyone asks, yes, I was in therapy for the abuse. She recently went on sabbatical with her own family emergency, but I didn't like the female therapist whose number she's given, or the male therapist, she said, whose number she's given. I was like, damn, that's a sad story. What do y'all think? Should she have given up the baby? I can't even believe that's a law, actually.
You said that it's a law.
Yeah, like, I can't believe the courts actually like decided that. That's ugh. Like the man sexually abused her, and she said he coerced her into having a baby. Now the court's like, well, you have to share custody with him. Like, ooh,
Well,
that.
in New York, I seen there was a case that there was a dude that raped this I guess you could say a girl because she was young, and after he got out of prison, he fought for custody of the child and won
Oh,
because she was too young, and so therefore they deemed her unfit compared to him.
I remember that.
I'm like, yo,
That
that's
was the
nuts.
wildest damn story I ever heard. Like,
Like you lost
I
your
mean, I'm all for parental rights, but for one, you sexually assaulted somebody. For two, you saying she was young and you went to jail for it. Like, what? Why are we even?
like, aren't you not supposed to be around kids?
Yeah, and then I'm proven unfit in court. Are you serious, bruh? Like, damn right, I'm too young. But in fairness, what the hell? Like, that's, jeez, that seems like a bit much.
Yeah, that was New York for you. That's man, like that created an uproar.
Yeah, I'm sure I would have been in the streets about to riot about that. Because what do you mean he won? What do you mean? That would scar me. I think I can understand how she feeling from, but it's just you don't know that baby probably looked like the man too. She was all ready to just you put that behind her and raise her baby, but now you on the weekends you take it. Nah,
Well,
not gonna happen.
the story that you just read now, how old was that the woman?
Let me go back. I don't think she. Oh, she's 27 and the man is 36.
And how old was the child? Did it say?
No, she never said how old the baby was.
Because she's 27. She's, you know, because he said that he sexually, what is it, coerced her to have a baby.
He sexually assaulted her and then coerced her into having the baby.
Hmm.
So he raped her when she got pregnant. Said you need to. There's no abortion. You giving birth.
All right. So I mean, I don't know. Something's missing from that story.
Probably. I mean, who knows where? Yeah.
I'm
Because
listening to this story, and now I'm wondering if he raped her, why didn't she take him, get him, held him accountable for that,
right,
have him
right,
arrested for rape or whatnot? It's just like she glazed over that and went straight to the child.
right. That's kind of what I'm getting. I was like, well, if you would have got him locked up, you wouldn't have to worry about who has rights or whatever because he's locked up.
True.
So there's something missing, like because like how does your rapist still have control over you about your decision about whether you get to keep it or not? Like how do you stay in contact? Was it a family member or it sounds kind of weird?
It seemed like she might have been in a relationship with him, and they
Right,
was having a roller coaster relationship, ups and downs, and he might have wanted to have sex and she didn't, so he took it, which in that under those terms is rape. But she
The
probably
closest
didn't want to.
thing,
She probably didn't want to say anything because a lot of women do go through some shame over it and be quiet.
the closest thing she said is,
Um,
apparently courts do this thinking it will benefit the child to have both parents, even if the father abused the mother. Apparently, so long as the child itself is not unusual. So she probably said something, but like you said, didn't press charges so that it's okay. We don't even have to go to court. You're in jail, sir. You can't fight for nothing.
right.
It's
Because
one thing to just bring it up, yeah, but the action behind it probably would have made the difference in that.
right, because the weird part is that the friends understood her decision and her parents didn't, or her family didn't. So it's like, so what are you telling the friends different from the family that they are all on different pages?
I don't. She said the family spreading rumors that she abandoned the son, but
So that so that kind of
I
tells
don't
me that she
know.
was
It
in a
sounds
relationship
like
with the guy.
no, it sounds like the family might have been in the court when she had decided that she was just gonna sign over the rights. Son, seriously? Um, yeah, but I don't know. She don't say.
Right, because it sounds to me like the family knew of the guy.
Yeah,
Without really saying it, she kind of did say it, whether they knew of the guy and they're disappointed that she didn't want to share the rights, kind of thing.
I think they. I don't know. There's so many pieces missing. But like you said, if a person could go to jail and come out and still sue for visitations, and I mean at the end of the, I don't know. That's crazy. It's really like as long as you don't hit the kid, it's whatever. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. That was a little deep. Okay, let me read another one. This one is in my asshole. It says, "Am I the asshole for firing my brother and kicking him out and back to our parents' house? I took in my brother when he dropped out of university because he wasn't enjoying it. Our parents had made it obvious to him that if he was living there, he would be expected to pay rent. My partner and I live in a fixer-upper we bought in an auction. It needs a lot of work. So I agreed that my brother could live with us as long as he did yard work and help us fix the house. He has been pretty good about it. He has been a huge help with some of the projects, and he's really good at a lot of the stuff that isn't in our wheelhouse. Last week, though, he started saying that we should be paying him for all his work. We sat down with him and explained that he was getting a free place to stay and free food in return for about 20 hours of work a week. He said that we would be paying a contractor more. I asked him what was going on, and he said that he wanted money to go out and do stuff, and we told him to get a damn job. It turns out he was whining to our parents that we were taking advantage of him. It was our mom that convinced him that we were not giving him enough in return for his work. So we told him to pack his stuff and go back to the parents' place. We dropped him off with all his belongings, and now he's their problem. He phoned us to complain because our parents do not have fiber optic internet, and he's expected to pay rent. So now he has to get a job. I feel bad for him, but I think he had it pretty good here. A free room, free food, and free utilities for his work. He wants to come back, but most of the projects we needed him for are completed now. My partner and I can complete the rest without him, and we like having the house to ourselves again. Am I the asshole? Hell no. He bit the hand that was feeding him. That's what your stupid ass do.
Yeah, when it comes to money and family, that's one of those things like you can't really say, "Hey, you get to stay here for free," because they're gonna still want money anyways. So I would rather just, "Hey, this is your rent, and for whatever work you do, I'm gonna pay you depending on the job, but you still owe me rent." That's literally the only way I would really see it because letting someone stay for free, what if you don't want to work? Like it's one of those things. I don't. It's tricky when it comes to family.
How old are these people? He don't even say. I wish he would have, cause I want to go out and do stuff.
He looked
What?
a gift
That's your
horse in the grill.
responsibility. You're not my child. I'm not giving you an allowance. You can go hang out with your friends. Like what the fuck?
He looked a gift horse in the grill, and
Yes.
him doing the job and charging them for it, and then turn around and giving the money back. We can just absolve all that and let your sweat equity be your payment. If he can't do that, they done the right thing. Send him home.
You thought you?
Since they implanted the idea, the mother, since she implanted the idea, go sit him in her lap.
Yep. That's what I said. You gonna tell him to ask for some money after the whole reason he left was because he didn't want to pay you no money. That's literally why he came over here. So since y'all got all the bright ideas, you deal with him. Now he back to paying rent and calling me again, talking about, well, I don't like it. Well, the grass always greener, ain't it? That's what your ass get. That's why I wish I knew how old he was, because this sounds like some young man shit. No grown ass man should be acting like that.
Right. It sounds like he might be somewhere in the midst of like 17 to 21.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sound like
something
he in
like
his
that.
20s.
And I bet you him and the mom regretting they even took that damn advice. You dumb. All right, let's read another one. This one says, am I the asshole for canceling my wife's vacation? I am from a developing country that was pretty dangerous when I was a kid, but has come a long way in the last 20 years. My wife has watched too many movies and TV shows that show my home country in the worst possible light. My family still lives there. Oh, my family that still lives there all tend to be in the professional fields and work in medical, legal, educational, or agricultural industries. For example, one of my cousins owns several companies that make products from sugarcane waste. He makes more money than I do. My grandmother and mom regularly travel back to visit family. It is safe enough for a middle aged and an elderly woman to travel around in. I go back all the time too. I love seeing my family, but also everything there is so cheap, it's very cost effective for me to take long vacations there. After more than 5 years of dating and 10 years of marriage, my wife has finally agreed to visit with me. The plan was to go for a couple weeks this summer, 1 week in my hometown visiting my family, and 1 week in a resort city that dozens of cruise ships stop at every day. Basically, it would be safer than San Francisco. I guess that's where they live now. Um, but all she has been doing since she agreed is telling everyone how scared she is to go and how she is only going because I wore her down. I've been putting up with it for over a month. Last weekend, we had her uncle and his family from out of town over for dinner, and her folks joined us. She started going on about how scared she is. Her aunt mentioned that they had visited the resort city on one of their cruises. She had some pictures on her phone and was showing them off. My wife still wouldn't drop how dangerous it is there and how scared she is. Yesterday, I called my family and apologized for not being able to see them this year. I also canceled our reservation at the five-star hotel we were going to stay at. Instead, I got us a very nice hotel in New York and I got some tickets for 2 shows on Broadway. Because of the price difference between the two vacations, we are only going for a week. I told her about it, and now she is pissed at me for canceling the hotel and just taking her to New York. Son, no, sir. She has been telling all the people at the school where she works how she is brave for going to a third world country. Oh my god. How she was basically going to be staying in a hut We were going to be staying with my uncle. He has servants. The hotel was nicer than any place we have stayed since our honeymoon. I honestly thought I was doing the right thing. All she has done is complain and tell everyone how scared she is. I'm scared of heights. If she had gotten me skydiving lessons as a gift after I agreed to try it, I would not be surprised if she canceled them if all I did was complain to anyone who's listened. Young man. And he also wrote, she told me every day for the last 2 months she didn't want to go. Should I have called her a liar? I just decided that she meant what she was telling me and everyone else, that she really didn't want to go. So am I the asshole for canceling the trip? Nope. I say no. I say definitely not. Yo,
Yeah, honestly, you don't really need a reason to cancel a trip. Honestly, if you're the one paying for it.
that part too. I don't have to explain nothing to you. But it's, yeah, like you calling you telling everybody we meet, I'm so scared. Okay, we just not gonna go. That's it. I'm not gonna argue back and forth with you. I done told you the things you see in the TV and everything is not the truth. Like he's saying, she's talking about they gonna live in a hut. His uncle got servants. That's where they was gonna be at. What do you even? We just no, I'm not doing that. Now you complaining. She
Right,
would
you
have
were.
been there acting all sedity. I don't want to go. I'm scared on the plane. She would have complained all the way on the plane. As soon as they landed, as soon as they took a taxi, I don't know if this is safe. No, ain't nobody doing all that shit with you. We gonna go to New York since you want to be basic. Trying to show you new shit. You acting ungrateful.
Right. It's like you're gonna complain because of where we're going, and then you're gonna complain that I canceled too. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like there's no way to win. Fuck it.
She just wanted to complain.
Yeah, you're just looking for something to be mad about. That's really what it is. Look, the Air Force plane. You see the Air Force plane? Look, between the trees. No, between the trees. You see it? That's the Air Force plane, the big one. You see it? Yeah. All right, here the last one. This one says, am I the asshole for refusing to come with my family on vacation if my boyfriend isn't invited? I'm a 29-year-old female, and my family has always shown favoritism towards my younger sister and brother's partners. They treat them like family, but don't hide their dislike of the partners I've had. Recently, my family have been planning a trip to Korea this summer. We will be visiting my grandmother's hometown as well as visiting other areas. The problem comes with the fact that both my sister's boyfriend and my brother's boyfriend have been invited to join us. However, they haven't extended that invitation to my boyfriend. When I brought this up, my mother told me it's because he's not a long-term partner, which I call BS on. Yes, my siblings have been with their partners longer. My sister has been with hers for 4 years and my brother for 5 years. But I've still been with my boyfriend for over a year. Personally, I think it's a race thing. My sister's boyfriend is Korean and my brother's boyfriend is Thai, while my boyfriend is white. I'm guessing her family's Korean too. My family denies this, and my grandma says it's because he's disrespectful. The thing is, he isn't. Me and my siblings are all second generation immigrants, and I just never took much interest in Korean culture. They, however, became obsessed with it at a young age. I just didn't engage much. Since it's not that important to me, I never told my BF about any customs or what is or isn't appropriate to them. He's kind and nice to them. It's just that he's not Korean or even Asian. I kept pushing to bring him and I kept being told no. So I said that if he isn't coming, then I'm not either, which very much hurt my family. Family is important to them. I've had some time to cool off and I feel bad for hurting my family, but I'm proud of myself for standing my ground. But am I the asshole?
Absolutely not. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel like a little bit. Just because, okay, so you don't have to, if you decide I'm not going to be so adamant in my customs and culture, then that's fine. But you're very aware that your person you're bringing around your family and your family is still practicing those. You could have at least taught him the basics. That's why the grandma calling him disrespectful. It's one thing for you to not follow the customs, but that's still your family, so they're going to accept you no matter what. But he following your lead, like you trying to set him up for failure, and then you mad they're not taking that well. That's why I feel like she kind of the asshole.
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like if she's not gonna follow the customs, why should he? You know, like
Yeah,
it's
that
not
would be pretty. Yeah, if she not bowing and shit, why would I come in here and bow? He following her lead, like I said.
right. You know, so it's the whole thing, and it sucks when it's family because it's one of those like, yeah, you're gonna obviously you gotta side with your husband, but you know you gotta make a choice. Like, do you want to be with someone that you can't really bring around your husband because I mean, do you want to be married to someone that you can't really do stuff
Bring
with the
around your
family?
fam. Hmm.
I mean,
And she said
sometimes.
they've never liked any partner she's had, so it's
Oh, so
not
then
just that one. Like
yeah, so
she never been on the good side with that.
yeah, so that means that it's their fault. You know, that means that the family's just never gonna be cool. So eventually, you just gotta deal with it.
Okay, I see what you're saying, because then it kind of seems like they taking it out on whoever she with because she
Right,
don't follow the customs and he
right,
just following her lead. Like what else is he gonna do?
right. Like, how is he supposed to act to something that he has no idea about?
Yeah,
And if she's
yeah,
not gonna
that's
tell
fair.
him about it, if she's not gonna tell him about it, then how else is he supposed to learn?
And how would he
And if it's
know?
that bad, the grandma could be like, "Hey, here's some things I want you to do next time." I don't know if it's that bad, but I don't know that the cultural things is it's sensitive.
Yeah, because also, like, even if you know certain things, you don't like force things on people. That's just like I could sit around here all day and y'all be talking about Black History Month. How many times am I gonna say I don't celebrate that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm. Yeah, that's
you
fair.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Like,
can't. Yeah, you can't shut that down. People, as
yeah.
important as it is to you, you can't force that on
No,
nobody.
I can't force
If
my
that's the
personal
choice she
beliefs.
makes, that's the.
If people want to say they black, that's on them. Like, that's their thing. I mean, if someone wants to ask me questions about my cultural beliefs and how I deal with things, then hey, I could give you a little bit of Islam, but beyond that, I'm not gonna force it on you. You want to use a slave name, be a slave. That's your thing.
Not the
You know,
slave man.
that's what it is. It's a slave name. There's no continent nor country called Black, African American, Negro, or colored. Those names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779, and it lasted until 1865. You see, but we got people. That's what they want. That's what they have. You know, I'm not looking to force it on anyone. People
I
want
get
to eat
that.
pork. Islam, enjoy your pork.
No, because at the same time, we don't know if he had, let's say, after the first time he's met the family, we don't know if he went home and asked her about, like, oh, what should I do when
Right.
when I go to the house, and maybe she just gave him the cold shoulder, like, hey, don't worry about that. I'm not doing that, so don't worry about it. So
But
Yeah,
what
then
if
he
the
left it
family
at that.
showed
That's not his
him?
fault.
Or what if he wanted to know more?
That's why I was like if it really is that the grandma could have been like, hey, this is what we do when you come. But then yeah, it would feel a bit like imposing. Oh yeah, there's never all the parts to the story. Hey, I'm not a jungle gym, young man. Stop.
You see, jumping on you saying jump.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
hooligan.
Tell her you are
Okay,
not that.
this one says, "Am I the asshole for firing the babysitter because she brought her dog to my house?" Damn. Okay, fair enough. This happened this past weekend. My my wife. Oh, okay. This the man writing this. My wife and I have a 6-month-old kid. We plan to have a date night, and we hired our babysitter. We've used half a dozen times. The babysitter is a 20-year-old college student that lived in our neighborhood and came recommended by some friends that had kids. She came over to my house. We told her our son's schedule and then headed out. We were going out for dinner and then to meet up with friends for drinks. We have 2 cameras in our house that we can access remotely to check in on our son. One is over his bed and the other is over his play area in the living room. The babysitters knows about the cameras, so it isn't like we were spying on her. My wife gets a notification that there is motion in the play area. She pulls it up to check in. She sees a dog sniffing our son. We're both like, what the fuck? We don't own any dogs and have no plans to ever own any dogs. We try calling, no answer, so we rush home. We go inside, and the babysitter is holding our son, and there's a golden retriever just hanging out. Everyone is calm and fine. The babysitter seemed shocked that we were already home. I asked the babysitter why there was a dog in the house, and she said it's her golden retriever and she decided to bring it today. She assured us that the dog is baby and kid friendly and is sweet and safe. I don't want my son around dogs at such a young age, even if they are sweet and safe. I'm getting more and more angry. This was not something she was transparent about, and if we knew the dog was going to be there, I would have never okayed it. I just firmly told her to grab the dog and please leave. I informed her we won't be using her in the future and pay her half her rate we agreed on, mostly since we used her less than half the time we were going to be out. She was asking for the full amount. I told her, no, you put my kid in danger and you should get out of my house. She said she did nothing wrong, but I don't see it that way. So was I the asshole?
What is their
Hell
contract?
no.
No,
I
definitely
can
not.
say,
Like, you follow my rules in my house when you're watching my baby. It's really that simple.
okay, but I can't say they were an asshole because you could
What?
have just told her, like, don't bring the dog.
Oh, you saying the blow up and get out was too
Yeah.
much?
Yeah, she
Okay,
just
yeah.
basically got upset and was like, don't come to my house anymore. We're not going to use your service. When majority of the time, if she's watching a kid, she's at the house. We don't know what the house looks like. It may be a nice size home because they are paying for a sitter, and she could be just bringing a dog. It could be a support dog, whatever the case may be. I know you have a right to make decisions in your home, but you
Stop.
also can be fair and say, hey, could you not bring the dog?
Right. There's a lack
Okay,
of
I can agree
communication.
with that. Yeah.
I get that, but what if it was already established that they didn't want nobody or nothing to come over? I mean, you got to think about it. When you having a child and they're that young, you should know not to have, like animals and shit around because anything could happen. That child could be allergic. You never know what's gonna happen to that poor baby.
I mean, she
Let's.
did say, yeah, the dog
She's
was.
a,
I'm sure she done brought that dog on other places where she done babysit because she said the dog is baby and kid friendly. But I can understand the panic too. Like a
yeah, I
golden
understand
retriever,
both
my
Hmm.
sides.
baby's 6 months old. Like, damn.
In the babysitter's defense, she's only 20, so there might not be much that she knows about stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, she not thinking about that. She just like he just had a little curious sniff, no big deal. And she said
She
when they
might be
came in,
babysitting a
And
dog.
see, that's what they should have told her. They should have at least had some rules to be like, okay, we don't want people over here. We don't like animals. Leave that at your place. Don't bring nothing else over here. You just here to babysit my child, and that's it. Anything else is a no no. They should have established that from jump.
yeah, it does feel wrong to fire her for a rule she broke that she didn't even know was a rule. That's fair.
Yeah, I think she
Hmm.
deserves the full amount too because you hired her. Yes, she brought a dog, and um, having someone in danger is an opinion. It's not really an actual fact. Within reason. Like they brought a dog. The dog wasn't doing nothing to the kid. You wanted to rightfully fire them. You got home, but you know I still showed up. So when I showed up, like I expect my pay. You can't just give me half and get rid of me halfway. Like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel that, but if you're getting paid by the hour and you only been there a certain amount of time, you only getting how much I'm going to give you for how long you there. Don't ask for the full amount.
Shit, the way he was talking, I thought he was about to say he didn't pay her nothing and show her to get the fuck out.
That's what it sounds like,
That would have been messed up.
right?
I mean, because if they talk to the babysitter about cameras and stuff like that, why couldn't you talk about simply, don't bring pets, don't bring anything or anyone. I just need you here to watch my kid for these 4, 5, 6 hours, and the rate is like when it comes to babysitting, it's usually a flat rate. Like usually they'll say, "Oh, I'll give you $200 to watch my kid for 5 hours." They don't really do a per hour kind of thing when it comes to babysitting, unless you're a person that frequents the house and you're working there daily. But I don't know.
But
It's
they
kind of
said she came recommended from other people in the neighborhood, so they probably assumed that she knew the rules, the basic rules. And see what assuming get you.
right. But the other homes probably allowed her dog, and that's why she probably just said, "You know what? I'm bringing my dog."
Yeah, that's what I said too. I said she said it was all kid friendly. That's probably not the first time she brought a dog somewhere.
And the other homes probably didn't have cameras in their children's rooms.
Fair too. Yeah.
So you might see what's going on outside, but you don't know what's happening inside.
Yeah, not all the way. I don't know. Okay, this one. Ooh, hey, get off of me. This one says, "Am I the asshole for moving out when my parents asked me to pay rent?" I'm a 23-year-old and am the oldest of five siblings, and I am a full-time student. I also have a part-time job in my field, but when I complete my after degree, what? But when I complete my after degree, that's what it says. My employer will take me on full time. I make enough from part time to pay for school and put money aside. My siblings range from 20 to 10. Does she mean 2 to 10 or 20 to 10? Okay, I'm going to say 20 to 10. Both of our parents work full time. I have taken on a lot of the responsibilities for keeping everything running in the house. I do the grocery shopping, the laundry, as well as making suppers and doing meal prep so everyone has lunches ready to take every day. I also get all my siblings to do their part with regards to household chores. For example, my youngest brother is responsible for feeding and walking the dogs. So I make sure there's dog food in the garage and poop bags on the leash. My dad works very long hours and my mom works 9 to 5 at a hard job. Over Christmas, I had the chance to buy a PS5 for myself, so I did. The rest of my family is still using a shared PS4s. I keep mine in my room and I don't share. My parents started fielding complaints from my oldest brother about how I made so much money and I don't share the things I buy for myself. Totally true. So they had a talk with me where they brought this up. I pointed out how much of the housework I did, and they said it wasn't fair that I was earning so much money without contributing. They told me how much they expected from me. I went to my room and did the math. If I gave them what they wanted, it would have been about $800 a month left over. If I drop a couple classes next semester, I could go to almost full-time hours with my employer, and it would only be one more year until I graduated with my second degree. But I could afford my own place, and I would have way more free time and disposable income. So I packed up and moved out. Everything I own fit in my car. I stayed in an Airbnb for 2 weeks until I can get everything sorted out with an apartment, school, and work. Hey, it was great. I'm not going to lie, I may have gone a little overboard on Tinder. I couldn't have women over to my parents' house. I just moved into my own apartment. I'm staying part time until I finish this semester. I will work full time over the summer and go to a lighter class load in the fall.
Hey, how you doing?
My oldest brother has been tasked by my parents to do everything I used to do. His chores have been split up with the other three, and they're all pissed at me for moving out. My parents are upset I left them in the lurch. My siblings are mad that they all have more chores, and my oldest brother is especially salty because he has no free time to see his girlfriend and she isn't allowed in the home. I'm enjoying my free time though. I even bought myself a plant from IKEA. So was I the asshole for moving out?
No, I think it was time for him to move out at that point because you're 23 years old. I mean,
That's
I
what
get it.
sound like right on time.
Like, I get it if you want to save money and do what you do, but at the same time, when you 23 still living with your parents, they're gonna
I thought I was
expect
tripping.
to want to pay money. So yeah, it was time for you to move out. And
I
fuck
ain't
your
know.
sisters
I'm
and
like,
brothers. They can't be mad about the fact that they gotta do your chores.
friendly.
Crazy as
Rain,
hell.
I'm
Oh,
gonna mute you.
nothing.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh, you good? Okay.
Yeah, so when they ask you for rent, if you're able to move out, I would just move out anyways because if I could afford it, why am I even there? Obviously,
True.
you want to be there to save up as much money as you can, which is kind of the goal that you should want to have. But um, if they're gonna ask, if they're gonna ask for something, within reason, like for example, like if it's a small portion, like $200, man, just give it the $200. But now if they're asking for like, I don't know, 800 to $1,000. It's like, how about you just find your own place with your own privacy? He was 20, what, like 25,
23.
23, same. Yeah, it's
23, yeah.
pretty much the same thing. It's like, why don't you just get your own place anyway, so you don't have to worry about who you can and can't bring to the house and all these house rules. Like you're a grown man already.
Yeah, I think they did the right thing too. It's like she said she went in there and did some math real quick. I could do this on my own. Yep, time to go. Now the parents being like, "Oh, you left us in the lurch." That's a sign right there that I was doing exactly what what I said and contributing a whole bunch. The fact that everybody in the household upset at the adjustment means yes. Don't try to make it seem like I'm just sitting around here not doing nothing, playing my PS5 that I don't want to share. And also, these entitled siblings, bruh, I don't have to share nothing I buy with my own money with you. What are you talking about?
Period. Say that again.
Just because we siblings don't mean everything is
Uh,
mine is yours and yours is mine. I don't have to share every fucking thing. I tell my own son that if he had a sibling, hey, sometimes people don't want to share, and that's perfectly valid. You got to get used to hearing fucking no. Oh well.
Right? I hate sharing my stuff with my people. Like, y'all are too destructive. You're not about to break my shit.
All of that. No. If I want to share this, like here, this is mine and this is for you to have. That's it. I got you one too, something like that. But no, some shit is not for everybody to touch.
Right, like, especially with a lot of actually men and women, especially the, I guess you could say, teenage women. Like, they're not gonna want to share their makeup and their valuable, curling iron and hair blow and all that. Especially if she bought it on her own. You know how hard it is for a woman to have to buy her own $100 fucking hair blower just because nobody else wanted to buy it for her. Like, nah, I'm not gonna share this with you. Like,
Like yo,
Yeah.
like
Like
yo,
I
like
worked
as
hard for
a
my
person,
money. Like, no.
like as a person, like from you know what I mean, throughout my lifetime, back and forth, you know what I mean, every once in a while, you know what I mean, gotta come back and stay with my mom and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean, because through certain circumstances and shit I go through, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, as a person living that live, you know what I mean, we all lived with our moms before, but a person who came back and had to come back to their mom crib and shit like that. Like it's like yo, it becomes more of a personal thing. And if you can do what you gotta do, yes, it's just that is just a temporary situation. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense to anybody. You know what I mean? It's just temporary. Like if you know you could get that bread up and get the fuck up out of there, that's what the fuck you supposed to do. You know what I mean? If you need a couple dollars here and there to help out on certain bills, you should have no problem with doing that because they, once again, granted, that's your parents, but they still opened up their door to you once you left. You see what I'm saying?
right, and it's a simple communication
There you
error
go.
where,
There you go. Right there. It's communication.
right, because the I guess, well, I don't know what the exact line that was said, but it's like, dude left, got his own place, and the parents pretty much were talking shit, saying, "Oh, now you left us, now you left us for dead," kind of thing. Like, wait, hold on. So if you needed my help, you could have said that, because that's way different than just saying, "Oh, you got to start paying rent." That's those are two different
I
conversations.
mean, even but I think if you stand with somebody, regardless, you should automatically it should be a contributing thing, regardless if you stand with somebody, regardless. You know what I mean? Even if it's like, yo, all right, I got the stampy stamps. Look, I could fill the fridge up because like I got the stamps. You know what I mean? That saves you money from spending buying food. You know what I mean? Because I got the stamps. Or it's like, all right, cool, move in. Like, all right, bet I know I'm staying here with you. You gave me this space, and it's like, yo, what type of bill do you need help with, or all right, what is the, you know what I mean? Once you, because I think when people move in with somebody else, you know what I mean, I feel as though like it should be a conversation that's had, agreement to where like, yo, I gotta pay you X, Y, and Z either every week, every 2 weeks, or once a month, whatever the agreement is placed upon placed upon the people and shit. You know what I mean? Like I feel that's how I feel like it shouldn't be. I have to come to you and ask you for the bread when like yo, you stand. Granted, once again, a closed mouth don't get fed. So, but if you know you staying with somebody crib, it should be the person that's staying with somebody else. You should be like, yo, what you need help with? You know what I mean? Like, what's up? What can I help you with? You know what I mean? But everybody not like that. But I mean, I know I'm like that. But you know what I mean, I'm slime cool. Ooh, God damn. Y'all see my PTR? Yeah, that's my new fit. I just bought that. That's what I bought. But yeah. I think you should still be able to, you know what I mean, you gotta contribute some way, somehow. At the end of the day,
I agree with you, but I think the only, I guess you could say, difference is with this specific scenario that she was talking about is that this person's 23, never moved out of the mom's house, so they were living there the whole time. So it's
but
not
I
like,
mean, at 23, I mean, like, let's be real here. Like,
yeah,
let's
of
be
course,
real. Let
but they
let
were in
let, let
school
let's
and
just
all
be
that.
real here. At 23, I know a lot of us on the stage. We already had our own shit going on by the time we turned 23. You see what I'm saying? We probably already had our own cribs and all of that. You know what I mean? That's that benefit of that doubt. But if you 23 and you ain't never been out the crib, like you don't know what it is to live on your own. You don't know what it is.
Right, because let me see, he said it was 23 college students, so pretty much having a, you
And you
know,
in college at that?
yeah.
College and full time job.
You in college and you got a full time job. What the
Hmm.
fuck? What the fuck is you stressing about if somebody asks you for a couple dollars?
Well, the amount
It's
was never
not.
said.
With
It
no,
wasn't just
what
the
they
dollars,
were
bro.
saying was it wasn't about the fact that they wanted some money. It's the fact that you're asking for money and I already do so much in the house.
But what is but in the house? What is considered doing oh so much in the house already? What is like? I take the trash out, wash the
Oh, you
dishes.
didn't hear that.
No,
Wait,
I
let me
no
go
no
back.
I didn't hear the beginning, but I'm just I heard the part of 23 and asking for money. You know what I mean?
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
she said, I've taken on a lot of responsibilities for keeping everything running in the house. I do the grocery shopping, all the laundry, as well as making suppers and doing meal prep so that everyone has lunches ready to take every day. I also get all my siblings to do their part in regards to the chores. That's what she said,
I
or they said. I don't know if it's
I
male or
well
female. That's what they said they do.
the grocery part
That's
like I
expensive.
said, if you got the stampy stamps, cool. You get your
Hey,
siblings, they're younger than you, so you know what I mean. Because I know it was times I had to get my little sisters and brothers ready for school and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I come from one of them fucked up backgrounds and shit, so there's been times I had to get my little brothers and sisters together for school and shit like that too. Like that's not taking on well, it is in a
I'm
sense. It
about to
is.
say, wait, Gundy,
Yeah. No,
you know it
yeah.
is.
It is. Being an adult before you have to be an adult. You know what I mean? It is. But you know what you signed up for. You know what I mean? You know what it was. You know what it was already though. Like you already knew what it was. So like, you can't sit back and complain about that shit now when you already fucking knew what it was.
Hey yo, bro. Hey yo,
Somebody
my
mute
bad,
me.
y'all. Hey yo, my bad, y'all. Hey yo,
But okay,
y'all
here's
ever
my
been so?
thing.
Hold
Now I'm
up,
in the
y'all ever
shower.
been so
I
sick?
just hopped in the shower. I just hopped
Hey
in the
yo,
shower right quick.
oh somebody
Somebody
mute
put
you?
me on mute.
Alright, I'm gonna
Yeah,
mute you.
somebody
I'm gonna
put me
mute
on.
you, bro. That's you nasty. Hey yo, y'all ever been so cold you was cursing at the wind? This shit brick. Oh my god. This shit is brick over here, yo. Oh, that shit was biting for real. I feel like it's really biting. Jesus Christ.
Not the wind biting
Oh
that
my
ass.
Hey, yo,
god.
what you cold, bro?
Whoa, my nigga.
He lost
Yo,
his
son.
body heat, King.
Hey, yo, bro. Bro. I need my North Face now. Now I need North
Hey yo,
Faces.
you act like you never
Oh,
been in the
That
cold
nigga ain't
before.
from New York, bro. That nigga ain't
I was
from New
just about to
York.
say that.
ain't you in the shower, nigga? Damn.
Hey yo, he act like he ain't from up there, yo.
I
Hey
had
yo,
to
if
come
I
off of
come up
mute for
there,
that. I
Damn.
had to come
like
off
he
of
been
mute for
saying.
that.
hey yo,
I had
if
to
I
come off
come
of
up
mute
there,
for
that's
that.
the difference.
Like,
Cause I ain't felt that shit in like
Smokey got out the
17,
shower to
18
answer
I'm
years,
that.
still
bro.
in the shower. I'm still in the shower, but I had to
He
Oh,
dripping on the
one
damn
oh.
hand,
floor to tell me
It's
one
no.
hand
brick.
out,
Hey, yo,
one
it's
hand out
brick,
the
bro.
joint, the
Hey, yo,
hand
bro,
that ain't
it's
wet yet.
brick. It's brick, bro.
Hey yo, what's the
I
Shout out
ain't
to
temperature
you
out
ain't from
there?
New
Limit.
What's
York.
the temperature out
You
there?
ain't from New
Yo,
York no more,
son,
bro.
this shit like 20 below.
Ain't no
I'm
fucking
just
20
telling you.
below. Stop you
I'm
capping.
lying. I'm capping. Nah, listen. All right. It said the high, it was 38. The low was 15. It says feels like
Yo,
9.
King, it's 17.
Nigga,
Yo,
Feels
Yo,
you
like
never,
King,
yo,
nine.
you
yo,
know you done
King,
felt worse than that, bro.
yo,
You
King.
done
It's
felt worse than
17
that.
degrees out here
bro,
right now.
I was a kid. I was a
Yo,
kid.
King, you heard me,
No,
King? You,
no. I hear
King, you
you.
heard
I
I
ain't
hear
me?
you.
never
I
felt
hear
this.
you.
I ain't feel
It's
this in a
17
minute, bro.
degrees out
I
here
ain't gonna
right
lie,
now.
son.
It sounds
I
like your
ain't
mouth
gonna
had
lie, son.
moved.
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, son. That
Damn,
shit
it's
biting.
All right,
almost 50 degrees
let me
over
ask you a
here.
question, yo. Let me ask you a question. What you got
Yes,
on?
sir. Oh,
Don't tell me you got
I
no
got
hoodie on.
yeah.
What the
See,
fuck
you
you
did that to
expect?
yourself. Of course, the wind disrespect you would fuck.
What the
You
fuck
with
you
that
expect?
damn
I
basic
told the
ass
truth.
Hanes
I
hoodie.
told the truth.
You
I
better.
told the truth.
You better get your goddamn backpack like you know where you at.
I ain't got no jacket
You
on,
gonna
nigga.
walk outside
Hey
in a
yo,
basic
what the
hoodie and
fuck
then be
you
like, the wind
expect?
biting me.
Wait,
What
who
the
you
fuck
calling
is you
Kenny?
Yo.
doing, nigga? You
No,
wearing a
my
sweatshirt
legs is
right
Hey
now.
cold.
It's like
yo,
My
9
legs is cold.
degrees.
I got sweatpants on. My legs is cold
Wait a
too.
minute, man.
hey
Calm
yo,
Hey,
you
down,
ain't
so
got.
man.
So you
It
tried.
come
sounds
on,
like you need
man.
some long johns, bro. You gotta do it old school and layer up if you don't have the
So you
equipment.
trying to tell me
You
you
too
you
grown for
only
I
that.
got.
ain't layering nothing.
Hey yo, you ain't got no. You got sweatpants on. You ain't got no two pair pants. No two pair socks.
Nah,
You
nah.
bugging.
I
Then
mean, shit.
You
Of
basically
course
should
you
have
I
gonna
went
be
got
to
ankle.
Walmart
cold.
and got you some
I got on
shorts,
ankle.
bro.
I got ankle socks.
This
I
nigga
got
said he
on
got on
ankle.
ankle
I,
ankle
socks.
socks.
I
He
got ankle
cold.
socks.
Hey yo, I'm
I
cold
got
for you, bro.
I got short sleeve shirt under the hoodie.
Oh, you wildin'.
Um.
Hey
Oh,
yo, he
you
wildin'.
wildin'.
He wildin'. I'm
You
cold.
wildin'.
Hey
That's what
yo,
your ass get. You
hey
should
yo,
know better.
I
I'm
ain't gonna lie.
feeling cold for you, bro. I'm
I'm
feeling it.
wildin'. I
I
ain't gonna
see
lie.
why
That
you
shit is
cold.
fire.
I'm
That's
sitting
fire. I'm
inside
fighting.
my
This is
house right
fire.
now with
Man,
the
stay
temperature on
inside and mess
70
up.
degrees, and I still got on a flannel, and you outside in just a hoodie and a
Why
And
you
short
come
sleeve
with
and
shorts.
nothing
nine
Beat your
on?
ass
and
You
9 degree
basically
weather.
in
naked.
9 degrees.
Oh
Man,
my
I
You
god.
don't
can't get
like
you
too
some
you
many.
proud?
Timberlands.
I don't like too many layers.
Nobody
You
gives a
know.
fuck.
Oh,
I
that's
When
Oh
need.
you
my
like the
god.
wind biting
it.
that ass up,
It ain't what you. It
pick
ain't
a
what you like,
struggle.
nigga. You gotta be warm. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
it's
No,
called
I didn't.
survival.
I
It's called
didn't think it was
survival.
gonna be like that, B. I didn't think it was
Now,
gonna
when
be
you
like
catch
that, B.
frostbite,
That
Hey
don't
shit
yo,
say
you
nothing.
crazy.
crazy, yo.
The
Yo,
wind
Nah,
tearing that
you
ass
better
up.
no, hey yo, King. It was hot the other day. It was 58.
hey yo, you better
Yes,
hope
it
Over
your
there,
ass don't
was.
have
My boy
pneumonia,
Florida,
bro.
sir.
You playing, bro. You better hope you don't get sick out that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you finna get sick
I
as
am
fuck with
God
all them
body.
temperature
I'm God
changes.
body. Hey yo, God body. You heard?
You ain't no god
You
body over
feel me?
there
Alright,
shivering. Them
okay.
damn little
God
ankles and them
body. You
ankle
hear me?
sockets
Okay.
quivering together.
Okay.
We gonna
That's
see in
Ain't
a
your
no
couple
god
days.
God
body.
got
God
me. You feel
body.
me? God got me. You heard? That
Okay.
It ain't
part.
We
finna
gonna see.
take
We
you if
gonna
you
see in a
don't put
couple
on some
days.
damn
Pneumonia
layers.
Right?
pneumonia gonna have your ass in a little while. Pneumonia gonna have your ass in a little while.
Exactly.
I don't
It's
know.
never gonna
I don't
take
know
you
who
back
she
if you don't
is.
put on some damn
I don't know.
layers.
I don't
Get
know
it
who that
together.
is. I don't know who
Okay.
she is. You know?
You heard
Okay.
the story. You heard the story about the dude that was stranded on an island.
That was what?
Hell nah, but I wish I
That
was on that island right now. It is
nah,
still
well,
cold in the
there was this
fucking
dude.
car.
There was this dude that was stranded on an island, right? A boat goes out there. He tells the dude, "Nah, I'm not gonna take this boat. You know, God got me." Another one comes through. Yo, God got me. Then
Fact,
like four or five of them come through. He's like, "Nah, God got me."
Oh,
So
I
he
heard.
dies, and then he
fact.
goes to meet
I
God.
heard
He's like,
this. I know what you talking about. I know exactly what you talking about, OG. I
he,
heard this story before.
yeah.
That
Then
he gonna
he meets
ask
God.
God
Hush! Don't
He's like,
tell it
oh,
yet.
why you ain't.
he's like, oh,
Alright.
so I had faith in you. Why, why, why did I die? He's like, yo, I sent you 5 boats. What you mean?
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's real.
No, it
That
was
nigga
boats.
was trying to help
He
you.
sent them a boat. He sent them a boat. He sent them a helicopter, and he sent them it was a boat, a helicopter, and fucking yo OZ. I heard that story. I heard that before. Yeah, that's dope.
Hey, yo,
That's a good scenario.
shout out. Oh my bad, bro. Shout out to cynical in the zone, cynical. Hey, cynical.
Up.
Yeah, follow the greenhouse up top. Follow the mods. Follow everybody you resonate with. Welcome to the hip hop zone. Welcome to the HAZ variety show. Also, on the 14th of February, we got speed dating going on. What's the name we made? What's the name? I forget. Love and Hip Hop Zone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tie you. I'm gonna tie you up with Ear Tupac. That'll be fire. Um,
Man, get the fuck.
that'll be fire. Nah, welcome to the zone. Welcome to the zone. We got mad shows. We got sports shows. We got a bunch of shows. Welcome to the zone. Welcome to the zone. Or we could pair her with Coley. Are you single? Cynical.
Yo, Coley's wild.
This feels dangerous, but yes, I am.
He's setting you up for failure. Don't
Single
do
but
it.
dangerous.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me let me tell y'all a dirty joke.
Okay.
It says, I bet you
Two,
can't
two,
tell
two.
me something that will make me both happy and sad at the same time, a husband says to his wife.
I came.
She thinks about it for
Oh.
she thinks about it for a minute and then responds, your penis is bigger than your brother's.
Hey
Oh
yo.
no, that's crazy.
Hey
That's
yo.
crazy.
We
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow. That's harsh.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Hey yo, a girl told me my nut tastes better. My
Yo,
brother
that ain't
nut
no
tastes better
fucking
than
wait
dirty
a
mine.
joke,
minute,
Tina.
Mandy.
I mean, that's
Yo,
fucked
Tina.
up.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm in the shower. All right, it's giving me jail vibes. She about
You
to
man
tell a dirty
nasty,
joke.
nigga.
I'm about to get some money in the shower right quick. And you talking
Hey
about
yo.
nut, bro?
What?
What?
Hey
What?
yo. Hey yo.
Yo,
The
Gundy,
fuck? That wasn't no dirty joke.
I'm a,
You out of
It
pocket,
wasn't no
nigga.
dirty nigga. I was waiting for it. She said, let me tell you how
You
dirty
said
joke. I'm
money
like,
in the shower. You out of pocket, baby.
nigga,
Oh
I'm gonna
wait,
get money in the
Ozzy,
shower. I'm about to get some
Yeah.
money in it. I'm
hold on,
thinking
hold
about a
on,
dirty joke.
Gundy,
hold
how
on,
you
hold
Get
in
on.
the
money in
shower
the
but you don't hear
shower.
no water running?
Getting money in
That's
the shower, you heard?
nasty.
You in the
Nasty
shower
ass.
Ozzy,
but you don't hear no water running.
The what?
Ozzy.
Stop
Exactly.
playing. You
It
don't hear?
sounds like you in a
Stop playing.
bathroom just
Bro, stop
it
fucking
sound,
playing with me. Don't let
hey
me
yo.
get you. All right, but I'm about to disconnect my AirPods.
Bro, why
Hey yo,
Stop
Suge
hey
fucking
yo,
always
playing with
stay
me.
Gundy.
on mute?
yo,
Stop
It
fucking
sound like
playing
you
with me.
doing a bird bath. It sound like you doing
Nah,
a bird
nigga, ain't
bath
no
without a
fucking
Not
shower.
bird
her
bath,
bath.
nigga.
Oh no.
Ain't no
He
fucking
yo,
washing
bird
them
Gundy,
bath,
balls in
nigga.
the sink?
I'm
He
gonna
just
ask you,
wiping under his armpits and shit in his ball. That's what he
Bullshit,
doing.
nigga. That's bullshit.
yo,
It's
Gundy, I'm gonna
called
ask you a
AirPods,
question that I
nigga.
asked Manny earlier,
Called
Oh
AirPods.
shit.
and then after you answer, I'll tell you what Manny answered. So,
Nah,
air,
yo.
Nah, no. Oh, nah, nigga. You already. What girlie just said this shit sound dangerous.
is that
That
yo,
sounds dangerous. Yeah,
yo,
well,
yo,
yeah.
Air Tupac jumps on your back. You beat him off, or you let him stay.
That's mad
Not jumps
moves,
on
B.
your back.
Stop it, bro.
That's
Nah, bro.
mad moves, bro.
Not on
Dead.
Nah,
his
bro. You
back,
suspect.
That's
bruh.
You
mad
suspect for
moves,
that,
B.
bro. You mad suspect for that.
Yeah, he asked
You
me.
mad
He
suspect
sent
for
me.
that.
Hey,
You
hey, yo,
mad
hey,
suspect.
yo,
Nah, fuck
yo.
out of here.
He
You
suspect.
suspect for that.
He sent me the pic. He sent me a video. You
No,
feel me?
it was a TikTok.
Video
It was a TikTok. You gotta clarify it.
That nigga, no, it wasn't no fucking
Nah. He
TikTok,
just
nigga.
sent
You
me
said that nigga a
that
video.
nigga sent me
Air
the video.
Tupac was on your
Talking
back,
about,
nigga.
yo, somebody was
Fuck you
jerking you
talking about?
off.
Air
Like, come
Tupac
on,
was on
son.
that
That
nigga
nigga
back,
out of
bro.
pocket. That nigga
Air
out of
Tupac
pocket,
was
B.
on that nigga back,
I
bro.
feel uncomfortable.
Nah, he nah.
HAZ, do we have human resources? HAZ,
Yeah,
do we have
yeah.
that? I
That
feel
nigga need to
uncomfortable.
go to human
He's not gonna file a
I
complaint.
feel uncomfortable, B. That nigga, well,
Ozzy,
Nigga,
this is
that's
your
worse
show.
than me saying
But
I'm getting money in the shower, bro. That's worse than that. Like, you had dick
okay.
on your back, nigga?
Oh my goodness.
This nigga had
bro.
dick on his back.
That was Manny, dog.
Y'all done
Hold
turned
on,
this
That
nigga
nah,
nigga
around.
OG,
OG
what
had
dick
dick
on
on
his
his
back?
back. That nigga
Yeah,
had
OG
dick
had
on
dick
his
on his
back.
Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, OG
Good
Yeah,
had dick
grief.
on his
bro.
back.
OG,
Come
you
on,
out of
son.
pocket for that. Variety show don't
Hey,
need
yo.
variety of them
No,
type of
but
questions.
Gundy. Hey, yo, but Gundy, we respect whatever you like. It's okay.
No,
We
not me,
accept
not
you.
me. Oh, no,
We
it ain't me.
accept
Manny,
you.
you egging this
We
shit
No, it
accept
ain't
you
on.
me.
how you
You can
are.
have whatever you
No, nigga,
like.
it ain't me. We talking about OG. We talking about 7-7 over there. He
Nah,
had
No,
dick
don't
on
do
I'm
his
that.
back.
saying no. I'm saying hip hop zone. I'm saying hip hop zone accept everyone, all sexualities.
That
I
nigga
mean,
like
all
dick on his back. Fuck that. No, fuck that.
yeah.
That
That's
nigga
okay.
said if Air Tupac on your back, is you gonna come him off or you gonna let him stay
Nah,
on?
that's not what I said. That's not what I
Hey
said.
yo,
That's
OG
what that
is
nigga said,
freaky.
bro.
That's not
OG
what I
a
said.
That
freaky
nigga
ass nigga,
OG
bro.
tweaking, bro.
OG
That's worse than
nasty.
me.
He
That's
freaky,
not
freaky.
what I said.
I'm not
At
judging.
least when Tina
I'm
said,
not
let me tell you a
judging.
dirty joke.
Hey yo, I'm not judging
Bro.
OG. He's
Oh
okay. I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
judging.
OG, yeah, bro. You out of
It's
Y'all
pocket.
okay.
wildin'.
That
Manny,
nigga out of
shut
pocket,
up,
bro.
please.
That nigga
I'm
OG
not
out of put.
judging
That
OG.
nigga like dick on his back.
Nigga.
Oh
Y'all, wait.
shit.
Wait, I just saw another post on Reddit in the relationship advice. And the guy's talking about he went to do a health check and found out he had chlamydia. His girlfriend did a check. She got chlamydia too. He's like, we've been together for 4 years and nobody's cheated. How can this be possible? Somebody cheated, sir. Why are you even
Duh.
asking questions? That's how you get it. I don't understand.
Shout out to chlamydia.
Why are
Manny,
we
shut
showing
the
out
fuck
chlamydia?
up.
What?
What?
Shut
I ain't
up,
gonna
please.
agree with you on that. What the fuck?
A shout out is
Manny, what the hell you on? What the
I
hell
be
are you on?
Yeah.
Manny be
Yeah.
tripping.
Yo, this nigga said shout out chlamydia, bro. This nigga just
I
said
mean,
shout out chlamydia, bro.
it really shouted it out. He shouted it out
Nah, I'm with my
like
boy though.
Cornelia was a
Nah,
person.
I'm with my bro. I'm with my
it
bro.
sound like
Shout out
one.
chlamydia.
I want to give a
Y'all
shout
mean
out
he
to
got.
my girl Chlamydia for holding me down.
Y'all mean you
Oh
hold me
look,
down, bitch. You
look.
hold me down.
Wait.
Shout
There
out
was
to
an
you, burning
update.
me, bitch.
There was an
Oh
update,
man.
and then the girlfriend did cheat. Oh, it was her. It was her.
No,
He said we've been
no,
together
no,
for the
no.
past 4 years and we were virgins when we met, so I don't understand, bruh. If you not cheating, she cheating. That's the only answer. He
Nah,
said he
nah,
went her
yo,
snap.
real shit. Like, yo, real nigga business. Like, yo, like one time, matter of fact, we was talking about it in sex ed and shit. I think Timmy you was there. You know what I mean? I got cheated on before. You feel me? I got cheated on, and the girl that cheated on me is crazy. It's weird, but the girl who cheated on me, she she ended up catching something. You know what I mean? She ended up catching something, and she tried to say, "Oh, bro, you gave me X, Y, Z. You been cheating." I'm like, "Well, bitch, I don't do no cheating. Like you tripping? I ain't doing that." So she's like, "Whoever you cheated with me, mind you, I was cheating, but I bought the two girls that actually." You know what I mean? I bought the two girls. No, I'm not. I wasn't a habitual cheater like them. I'm like, I was. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? But, like, you know what I mean? I took the two girls, the last two girls I had sex with, right? You know what I mean? Raw dog. You know what I mean? I run up this shit raw. You know what I mean? So I took the last two girls I had sex with to the doctor. Oh, matter of fact, it was me, the girl I was with at the time, and the two other chicks. You know what I mean? So, mind you, it's a foursome. We all at the doctor, all four of us.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
The
Tell me
orgy.
why. Tell me why. Real nigga business. Bro, I came back with nothing. The two girls I was cheating on her with, them motherfuckers came back with nothing. Tell me why the girl I was with, the bitch, she came back with something.
Oh wait, the update says it wasn't with a man. It
It was
was
a
with
with a
his best
woman.
friend. It was another girl. His best
A
friend's
woman.
girlfriend and his
Females are
girlfriend
dirty.
was both
Bro,
questioning if they was
yo,
bi, and I guess he said the snap message said, "I'm gonna get tested today."
yo, Tina. Before I
Huh.
even like you, before I even
Yeah,
was
I
about to
got a
get
story
there.
to tell y'all when Gundy
No,
get through. I
before
want to
I
tell
even
y'all a
got
real
there,
life story.
Wait,
she
wait,
caught
everybody
that shit from
talking
a
at once.
bitch. She caught that shit from a
I said
female. Like
Nah,
she
But
but
who
caught
I
hold
that
said
knows?
shit
I
on.
Could
said
from
have
a
Gun.
got it from
female.
Birdman. Who fucking knows?
No, it came from a female. If I test what's that shit called? Negative. If I test negative for something, and two other females that I'm with that I cheated on you with, and they test negative, but you the only one who test positive, and then the little bitch that you was cheating with, you want to be a cop and want to change shit like that. You want to cheat. I can respect it because you ain't cheat with a nigga, but you cheated with another female who had that motherfucking bite, and that bitch had that shit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But you try to put it on me. But now you cheated, and the person you cheated with had that bite.
Not the bite.
Yeah, that bite. Yeah, you had that
Hey yo,
bite.
nah, hey yo. So clinical wanted to do. This is a variety show, right?
Cynical.
We all over the place. Oh,
That nigga
cynical.
said
What I say?
clinical.
Oh yeah,
That
that's what I was
nigga
gonna
said
ask OZ.
clinical.
I
That
didn't
nigga
want
said
to.
Not you
cynical.
calling
I
Hey
her
didn't
yo,
want to
hey
say.
yo,
clinical.
Oh, okay.
hey yo,
Look, I got one.
hey
Yeah.
yo,
Oh
hey yo.
my god.
Y'all can add so. Hey yo,
That nigga tried to send it to the
all
doctor,
y'all
bro.
ain't shit. All
Look,
y'all
I was gonna ask
assholes and
OZ
y'all ain't
if
shit.
that was okay since
Cause
it's his
why
show.
y'all do me like that? Why y'all could let that slide? Why y'all let that slide?
No,
That's
because
No,
fucked
you
up.
have
nigga,
to
we could
respect some
That's
not.
people's
fucked up,
names,
dude.
sir.
That's a vibe zone, baby. We don't let
That's
Yo,
shit
fucked
slide.
up.
yo,
Why
shout,
y'all
shout,
let that
yo,
That's a
shout,
slide?
vibe
shout,
zone.
That's
We don't
fucked
let
up,
shit
dude.
slide.
yo, shout out to whoever
Man,
clinical is.
It's
Yo,
Manny,
shots,
your
I'm
eyes
taking a
is
bird bath.
zero.
She
cynical,
wanted to
man.
be
That's
in
cynical.
poetry. That's what she asked.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
was trying to say
Damn.
I'm taking a bird bath. Hold on, nah,
We ain't about to let you slide with
Y'all
that.
been cutting up
Cynical
today.
wants
What
to
you
do.
over there drinking, Gandhi?
That nigga said.
Nah, I've
Cynical
been
wants
drinking
to.
since this morning.
He said
Holy
shout out to.
shit,
The
I've been
He
top
drinking
said
since
shout
water.
out to chlamydia and then
Dude.
said clinical. Like I'm like, yo, what's going on, man?
You trying to send somebody to the doctor,
Hey, yo,
bro?
I'm celibate. I'm celibate. There's a
I
lot
mean,
of C's
I
That
going
have to
nigga
on.
far from
choose.
celibate. That nigga got chlamydia. His girlfriend got
Okay,
chlamydia.
y'all. Okay, y'all. Wait. One zone, one zone. Let's let Cynical do her poem, and then y'all can go back to
Clinical.
cutting up. Okay. Cynical, you have the mic. Go on mute, you hooligans.
Somebody
I
got mute me,
if
Thank
I
yeah.
you.
had
My
to
fingers are wet.
choose, if I
Somebody
had
mute
to
me, though.
choose, I would rather clinical than chlamydia. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fair.
The fuck?
Go ahead.
If I had, that's the best of the worst. So I'm going to do brand new shit. Never performed this anywhere before, and I'm fucking excited about it. So I'm gonna do this piece, and it is called Welcome.
To hip hop zone.
Grateful, blessed, tired, stressed, fire pressed into pain, liar dressed up from plain, pain processed for your pleasure. Fight in flight, wronging the rights. Wait, hold on. That logic is light, but my words are destructive. Sleepless nights productive, riding my way from insane to you'll know my name. It's about time y'all learned how to play this game. Framed in fame, surrounded by flames, hot to the touch, much love, but back up a step. Let me explain to you the hows and whys of what I do. It is the journey. I'm nothing but the car. It is the galaxy. I am the star, exploring far beyond the reaches of imagination. I am wild desperation, isolation, emotionally sedated, mentally jaded, physically crowded, yet somehow alone, atoning for sins committed in a world that's never been my home. I own a body here, but that's as far as it goes. My soul floats high above an ocean of woes, depths so deep you can't sink that low. Or so I thought before I knew the true price of perfection, the impact of addiction. Multiply my sleepless nights plus bags under my eyes. That's addition. Divide the amount of time I can spend inside my own mind by writing these verses. My words will never die. I am immortal. A portal to a world untouched by mere mortals. I am more than you bargained for. The door to fantasies and nightmares. Paint a world so real you could live there. I am fiction and fact, back to back, pastel and bright, dark and light. I'm in this fight and I don't intend to lose. Come at me, yo. What's another bruise? I am love and hate, luck and fate. I am what there is when there's nothing left. You may know me, but don't ever think you own me. Oh, you don't know my name? Sorry. How rude of me. Welcome to poetry.
Bars.
What?
Hey, clinical. Hey,
So
yo, clinical.
clinical. Clinical,
Hey,
you
clinical.
clinical.
I ain't gonna hold you. You can come take advantage of me at any time.
What is the matter with you?
Mandy, stop calling that girl And you clinical. haven't even heard my
Nah,
She
verse
said I'd
yet.
rather take
Okay, look
clinical.
at that.
She said I'd rather take clinical than
That don't
chlamydia.
mean okay. I'm done with y'all.
Nah, cynical.
Y'all
I'm just fucking with you,
stupid.
cynical. I'm just fucking with you, cynical. I'm just fucking with you.
Yo, cynical. Piece of cynical,
Yeah, I'm
yo.
just fucking with you. Nah, cynical. That was fire though. Nah, all jokes aside, dude. Nah, that was fire. Like
Yeah,
that joint
cynical.
was. That
Thank
shit was
Um,
fire.
like where'd you get? I guess you could say like your delivery
Inspiration.
from. Are you like a English teacher or something or?
No, I've actually been doing spoken
Fucking
word
English
since
teacher,
2020.
OG for real.
No, that's they get a lot of delivery like
7-7.
that.
Are you really?
What the
Come on,
hell, Oz?
come
No,
on,
I'm
come
asking,
on,
but she's
seven
answering. Let her
seven.
answer.
Yeah,
Come
I've
on,
only been
7-7.
spoken poetry, spoken word since 2020. And before that, I wrote fiction for a really long time, but I never really did anything like performing. I just kind of stepped into it and it worked for me. I don't know.
No,
Good
it does good.
job.
No, good shit. Good shit.
What is
Thanks,
it?
guys.
What's that word called? Your how you say it? Your not vocal, your projection. I think is it projection? I think
Trajectory.
projectory. It's one of them fucking words. I can't think of it right now.
I don't know
But
what
yeah,
y'all trying to say, but y'all struggling.
no,
Just say
yeah, we
delivery, man.
definitely
Just
are.
say
Yo.
We
delivery.
definitely are. We definitely are struggling.
It
Nah,
can't
but
be
because
trajectory.
her
That's
delivery,
I don't feel
fuck it,
like
for
that's
lack
the.
of better words, for fucking lack of better words, your delivery was fire, girl. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Your
There we
delivery
go.
was fire.
I
I
like
mean, I
it.
ain't
I
want to
like
get no
it a
money in
lot.
the shower off that, but I'm just saying that shit was fire.
Yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, clinical. You know, nah, so I'm just joking. Yo, cynical. You know what that means? That's crazy.
She know what that mean. She know what
It's
that
her
mean.
name.
You know what that means?
Her name is Cynical. She said, I
She
take
know.
clinical though. She said, I take clinical over chlamydia.
Oh, so she know what money in shower mean.
You think I do? Really?
You know what money in the shower mean?
Really?
Oh
I
shit. You know
hate
what that
y'all.
mean?
I hate y'all so much.
Oh shit. Damn, I was giving you the benefit. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Like,
Right.
nah, she don't know
Hey,
what that
yo,
mean.
she know what's up. Hey,
Oh,
yo,
she hip.
she
She
sound like
hip.
she from Harlem or something. She from
She from
Philly. She
Kansas,
from a
nigga.
black. She from like DC or so. She from a
She from
black
Kansas.
neighborhood.
Bro, she
You know
from
all that
Kansas,
shit.
bro. She from Kansas.
Wait until you hear
Cause
my
that's
erotic poetry. Just wait.
oh, I wanna hear it. I wanna hear it. I'll get back in the shower to get some money.
Hell yeah.
Go take your
My
bath,
man,
please.
on it. Yo, my nigga horny. That nigga horny.
I hate it. Look at that.
Y'all nigga horny as a motherfucker right now. This nigga wildin'.
I'm getting some yams
That
tonight, but
nigga
I'm just saying.
nasty.
Oh, you
I'm
getting
getting
some
some yams
yams tonight?
tonight,
You
but
think
I'm
you
just
better
saying.
than me, Gundy?
Nah, I mean, baby mama yams, those are the best yams.
Baby mama yells. She's stupid. Baby
You
mama
about to throw
yells.
Baby
another
mama
baby
yams.
right before his baby's birthday. That's what that is.
Nah. I got
I
one
ain't
more.
gonna lie. I'm making
I'm
a
waiting.
trip. I ain't
I'm gonna
gonna
wait till
lie.
my
I'm making
daughter
a
get
trip,
to
yo.
1 and 6 months.
I'm
When she
making a
turns
trip.
one and six
It's been
months.
a
In
minute.
6 months, that's
It's
it.
been a minute.
One, you know she's gonna be 1 year old, then 6 months after
So
that.
18
So
months on
one
the
and six
dot, you
months.
there.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, however you say that shit like that. Yep, just like that. I'm trying.
I'm done.
Yeah, but I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait though, real shit. Like I'm not trying to wait, but I mean I'm trying. You know what I mean? Put that joint up in her when like some like starting at like the end of like the middle of September towards the ending. So in October she hopefully be
So you
pregnant
want
by
to? She gonna
October.
spend the winter months pregnant, yeah, and pop out with the baby in
Hell
the
Hey
summer.
yeah,
yo,
yo,
I ain't gonna
yo.
lie. I ain't gonna
So the
lie.
baby could be
I'm
born in
overdue
June.
right now.
Oh, you gonna have a
The
Cancer
baby could be
baby?
born in June.
I want some
No,
yams.
I
I'm
need a
overdue.
Gemini
I'm
baby.
overdue for some
Oh,
yams.
you want a Gemini baby? Okay, okay, I see.
Yeah, I need a
Not even
Gemini,
trying to
and I
curate the
want my
baby
son.
right on time.
I want my son, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I
Nah,
ain't gonna hold you.
that makes sense though.
I said I was gonna be one and done. You know what I mean? I got my little baby, I got my queen, you know what I mean? My little daughter and shit. But, like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you. This shit, y'all, like, do make sense, bro. I just, like, want a son.
Knowing you, you
I
gonna
want
end
a
up with
son now.
another
Yo,
girl.
hey
I'm gonna
yo,
have another
You
daughter.
gonna have
No,
another
no,
girl.
hold on, Tina. Hold on, Tina. I am not,
hey
I
yo,
told
hey
you,
yo,
I am a
hey yo,
reformer
Gundy,
shooter.
hey yo, Gundy. Was you a hoe in your life? You gonna have all
Yes,
girls.
Yeah,
I was
you
a
gonna
big
You was
have
a
whore.
hoe.
girls, bro. The Lord
You
is
was a
not
hoe.
giving you a boy.
I
You
was
was
a
a
big
hoe.
whore.
You gonna have all girls,
No,
bro.
not a hoe, nigga. I was a whore.
See, I was a good dude, so I could
I
You
have
were
was
a
fun. I
whore
bet my
because you
next
I
had
child
was
gonna be a
someone
I
stud.
was
Barbie
selling
to him.
free dick. I was selling free dick.
Oh, you a prostitute.
How you
Nigga,
sell
but
free
He
dick?
was a whore.
exactly. I was selling
So
free
you
dick.
gonna get girls. You gonna get girls. That's what we saying because of
No,
that.
that was at one
That's
point.
all.
That's what the
That
Lord do to
was
you. He gonna keep giving you
that
keep
was
trying. You're
a
gonna end up with
point.
6 goddamn women in your
Nah,
house.
nah, hell nah,
That's
nah,
what's
nah.
gonna happen.
We ain't doing that. I ended up with if I end up with 6 girls. Cause matter of fact, I ain't even gonna show you. And the next, if the next child ain't a boy, I'm definitely gonna be done. Mind you, I got
Hey yo,
13 brothers and
Yeah,
sisters.
Gundy,
because
Gundy.
then
I
he
got
I think
overruled that
Gundy
man.
gonna
That's
punch.
too much.
Yo, Gundy gonna punch his. Gundy gonna punch his son in the chest and shit. He be like, yo, nigga. Yo, Gundy gonna be
yeah,
a
but
little
I
bit.
mean, I mean,
Nah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I,
You need a
I'm be on
daughter. You
that
need a
nigga.
daughter.
So,
You need some
so what I
girls. Yeah, you
mean,
need some girls.
nah, I don't need no fucking girls. That's my
You need to
fucking.
get softer.
That
Nah,
was
you
my
need to get
You
problem.
do
softer.
need
That
girls.
Nah,
The
was
Lord
no, I
know
don't
who
need
nah.
He
You need
girls.
to get
wants you.
That
soft.
You
was
You
my
gotta
need
get
girls.
problem.
softer. Pause.
that was
Girls
my
are there to
problem.
soften up all that shit in you. Yep,
That
you're gonna
was
keep getting
my
those.
problem, y'all. That was my problem at one point in time in my life. Like, I'm not a cheater now. You know what I mean? I got way better than
Yeah, and
that. You
you
know what I mean? At
stopped
least
because of that
2 years.
girl.
Yeah, I stopped. You
Right.
goddamn right. I stopped. I stopped. Well, I stopped before my daughter was being born, but like it was like probably like 3 months before she was born. That's when I actually stopped. So like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I was
Okay, yo.
terrible. I was terrible throughout the pregnancy. I was terrible. I was terrible throughout the pregnancy. I was at pool parties and shit, all on Instagram showing wild ass, geek ass pictures of all these wild ass, geek ass Jones. What I'm doing, my baby mom pregnant. I was terrible.
Gandhi.
Yeah, I was
At least
terrible.
you're
I ain't gonna
honest.
lie, my baby
Okay.
mama tell you. She'll tell you. Matter of fact, when I got on hip hop zone, that's when. Matter of fact, when I got on hip hop zone, that's when I had just had my daughter.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay. He was out there
I had just
wilding.
had my daughter. Man, I was out. Man,
Gandhi
I
was
was.
back
She
giving no
like my baby
fucks.
mom. Man, my baby mom was like, "Yo, watch when I drop this baby. I'm gonna go do everything. And you're gonna be stuck with her." I'm like, "Shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm already on house arrest. What the fuck else can I do?" Like,
Oh my
the fuck,
goodness.
I can't
Oh,
go outside
God.
anyway. Like, no, cause not man, you know, during King know, you know what I mean? Trigger know, you know what I mean? Y'all
I
niggas know
don't
I'm
know
supposed.
nothing. Don't put me in nothing you
Nah,
saying right
whatever,
now.
nigga.
Hold
Fuck out
on,
of here,
man.
nigga. Nah,
I
nah,
mean, you
y'all
don't
niggas
gotta
be
put
getting
too
away
much
with
of
it.
your business out there. We heard you. We heard you.
No, no, no. We putting them niggas in it. Them niggas was on the phone with me every fucking day. You know what I mean? 4-way calls, 5-way calls, and shit. Ain't no 3 ways. We was doing 5-way calls.
That's a fact.
Whole squad on the
You
phone. Okay.
know what I mean? A
Marvelous,
whole
nigga,
gang
yo.
on the phone. A whole gang on it. Yo, y'all, what's up, y'all? What y'all doing?
Oh,
Look,
my
y'all.
God.
You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, yo,
Crazy.
Tina, but nah, Tina, I was running around crazy. She said, "Mind you, you can't go nowhere." All right, bet. All right, look, keep your little wobbly ass right here. I'll be back. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I'll be
that,
back. You know what I mean? Oh, can you bring me some food? I got you. I bring the food. Whole time the food show up like 5 hours later and shit. But yeah,
Wow, Gandhi.
yeah, I was terrible. I was
And you're
bad.
gonna have
I
to
was
pay
a
for all
bad
of that with more
like
girls. That's real fact.
I was a bad baby dad during the pregnancy. You know what I mean? I was a bad, you know what I mean? I wasn't rubbing, y'all know I don't like feet, so I ain't rubbing your swollen ass ankles. I ain't doing that shit. Nah, that's dead. You know what I
that's
mean? I'll rub
fucked
you.
up, bro. That's
Nah,
fucked
bro,
up.
I don't care, bro. I don't like feet, so I'm not touching your feet at all. Don't touch me with your feet. I'm
Nah,
not gonna touch
son.
you.
When she
You
not,
heard that
when,
man say you gotta wear socks in the bed with him.
You hear me? You gotta put on
yeah,
socks
he
with me.
wildin'. He wildin'. That's
No, you're
crazy.
wild. To each his own. You
So
feel me?
you
To
That's
each his
literally
each his
own.
didn't
own. That's
change
crazy.
until the baby was in your arms.
Yeah, real shit. Yep. Yeah. Real
Well,
I'm
nigga
still
shit.
shit.
stuck on the
At
feet
least you
thing,
got
yo.
it together once she
Hey,
was
yo,
in it.
I'm
I
still
guess.
stuck on
I
the feet.
guess.
Like
I'm
real
still
shit.
stuck
Like,
on the feet
yo,
thing, yo.
Tina.
Cause
I
yo,
think
yo,
a matter of fact,
my ex, yo, I did construction and all that, and I had some bullshit ass boots. It fucked up my feet. I never had blisters on my feet until I did that job. I mean, that's when I had. I mean, yo, she held me down, B. I ain't gonna lie. She got some
there
bandages.
go my
She
boo
got
right
a
there.
needle. She got alcohol. She got all that, and just went boom, boom, and took care of my shit. I was like, damn. I mean, I proposed to the right woman. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yo,
love, yo.
real nigga business. Like real
You gotta
nigga business.
take
Yo,
care. You
Tina.
gotta take care of your
Yo,
lady,
Tina.
bro.
It wasn't until like real shit, Tina, like when like mind you, like the couple days before, like when she thought her water had broken shit, we went. I was out for all of that. I was there. Like, you know what I mean, I was like all that wilding out shit. That shit got cut off when she said, "Oh, my water broke." Oh, all right, come on, let's go to the doctor or the hospital, whatever. Took her there. You know what I mean, that shit wasn't broke. She was just pissing on herself or something, or the baby was pushing down too hard on the pelvis or whatever. You know what I mean? She just felt like that shit broke, but it didn't. They sent us home. Sent us home that same night. Fucking the next night, that shit damn near matter of fact, we went out to eat and that shit somewhat I don't know if it really broke when we was eating. You know what I mean? But I know when we got to the crib, you know what I mean? I know I had some drinks. She was drinking water and shit and sparkling shit. The non-alcoholic drinks looking like she trying to drink, but it's okay. You know what I mean? And, get the yams. And then next thing you know, she's like, yeah, I'm asleep. She's like, yeah, I think my water broke. We go back to the hospital. We sitting there, Joe. They're like, we going to induce the labor. I said, nah, no, don't do that. Don't induce it. For what? Let the shit the shit ain't pop yet. Let the shit pop on its own. I swear to God. 15 to 20 minutes after I told the doctor that, bop, that shit broke. That shit broke on its own. Daughter came out. Hey, how you doing? I'm here now, nigga. You can't cheat no more. And when I picked her up, like you know how the doctors get the baby first, they wipe her off and shit, clean the baby off, cut the, you know what I mean, and then do the weight, measure their head and all
Wait,
that
what's
wild
wrong
geeked
with
out shit.
cheating?
No, it's a lot wrong with it, but you know what I mean. But before the doctor, you know how the doctor normally hands the baby to the mom as soon as the baby after they finish doing what they gotta do. Interception on the play. Let me get that baby before she get that baby. Let me get that baby. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
saying hand the baby here, hand the baby here.
yeah. Give me the baby. I'll take the baby. Yep,
Oh
that's
no,
me.
I was on that too. I cut
I
the
took no. Before my baby, before Zaria held the
them
baby,
first. And I cut
I
them
held the
first.
baby first.
Oh no,
I held the
I'll do
baby
that.
first, put the baby on my
Yeah.
motherfucking chest and everything. Like, you know what I mean? I even lifted up my shirt because they say babies like the body temperature and all of that shit. Nigga, I lifted up my shirt. Yeah, feel all of this. Feel this motherfucking belly. Here you go. Yeah, I'm your papa. Ain't that what y'all Spanish people say?
No, eyes the pappy.
I'm just the pappy. I'm just the pappy. You ain't gotta worry about it's on my Instagram. Matter of fact, that's what I was about to say also. Tina, I think I just followed you back on the gram.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't know if that was
That
you.
was yesterday.
I think that's you.
Yeah, it's me.
I think that's you. I bet because you got a whole different other name, but all right, cool. We did.
Oh yeah, because
Hi
it had my
AK.
full government, so I had to change it. I didn't like that.
Yeah. I peeped that. I peeped it. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna say your whole name, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say maybe Manny might name drop your shit, but I ain't gonna do it.
No, what's funny is I don't even
All
think
right.
Manny caught it when it was up there.
Yeah, I don't think she. Well, maybe my boy's smart. Nah, don't try to play my boy
No,
smart.
he told me that. He
AK.
said, I said, he was like, oh, I saw you change your name. And I was like, oh, yeah, because my whole government was up there. He's like, oh, I didn't even notice
I
that.
thought that
I
was on
wasn't
your
paying attention.
Facebook. I
Yeah,
thought that
but
was your
my
Facebook.
Facebook is linked to my Instagram. So
Oh,
I had
my
to go on my
Instagram is linked to my
Facebook and
Facebook.
change. Yeah, so I had to
Yeah,
go on my
mine's
Facebook
is
and
vice
change
versa.
my name so that on Instagram it would change too. Cause yeah, then my page was open too, so it was like anybody could go on there. My whole government name up there. Like,
Ooh,
I didn't like that.
ooh, hold on, hold on, hold up once. Lee, golly. Oh yes. I'm sorry, y'all. My fault. I'm just
You
looking at
good, bro?
something. Yeah, bruh. I'm looking at. Sam,
You got any more of them stories, Tina?
look at
No,
Sam.
not any good ones right now. I'm looking for the next one.
I got something I
Oh,
wanted to
go
tell
ahead,
y'all.
Serenity. I was about to say, Serenity. I gotta go to the story. Go ahead, Serenity. You go first.
Okay. Y'all know I used to work OBGYN, so had a young lady come in here, come in the clinic, and her husband had just got married. And I don't know why she didn't do STD screening prior to, well, yes, I do. Now I take that back. Anyway, long story short, she got pregnant and didn't know she could get pregnant because they had been trying. Came back HIV positive. Um, she immediately, like, said it was him, went down, filed papers to get the marriage annulled, came back, it wasn't him. He was negative. She was positive. So she had been doing some creeping. And I was like, wow. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
hear
hear
you.
you. We hear you.
Oh, okay.
She a whole thought.
Yeah, hey yo, I'm about to say, you want us to be ignorant? We could be ignorant real quick.
Yeah, because I was
You know
like,
what I mean?
all ignorance
Lit.
came
We
straight
was
to my
trying, we
brain.
was trying to hold, we was
All
trying to hold off,
ignorance,
we was trying to hold off
all
the ignorance.
ignorance,
You know what I'm saying? We was trying to hold off the
ignorance
ignorance.
came to my
But
brain. All ignorance
yeah,
because I just said I got cheated
hey yo,
on and
check
she
that
tried to
out.
blame me. She
Whip
tried to
it up in
blame
the crock
me,
pot.
saying
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I dropped this off on you. Nah, no, I dropped that off on you. I ain't dropped this off
And
on
guess
you.
what? The
I
baby
dropped
wasn't his
that.
either.
Oh, see, yeah, see, she's a whole thought.
Lord have
I said, well,
mercy.
it's a reason y'all went into that and got the marriage annulled because it wasn't right to begin with.
Yo, can I ask y'all this? Can I ask y'all this? Would I be wrong, right? You know what I mean? Am I no, I think not would I be wrong. Am I an asshole? You know what I mean? Am I an asshole
Yes.
for oh
I'm
shit.
sorry.
All right. No, Manny, you already know. Shut up. I'm trying to hear this shit. Not for you. I need somebody else's perspective on this shit, not yours. You know what I mean? Am I an asshole because when it comes to marriage, yeah, I mean, and I know it's a couple of us been married. Well, not me, but a couple of y'all been married. You know what I mean? I don't like using the word y'all, but you know what I mean? A couple of y'all been married, or some of y'all are still married. You know what I mean? But would I be an asshole if, when it comes time, when I think about if I probably won't, but if I do it, you know what I mean? If I ask for a prenup,
No.
No.
You're protecting
Oh
your assets.
shit.
Can't nobody
That's
tell you the
that's your
asshole
Y'all,
part. That's
own.
you.
Yeah, that's
hold
your
on.
own.
Hold on. I'm
not
hating. Y'all keep the
Manny,
same
no
energy.
Manny, let I want to hear Sam AK. You know, those my moves, but you want to get that way. Yeah, but would I be an asshole if you know what I mean? If I want, you know what I mean? If I want a prenup, you know what I mean? If I come in with 100 bands and you got 50 bands, cool. Let's sign this paper. Would I be an asshole to ask you to sign this paper because you got this, I got this, and what we build together is what we gonna split? Would I be an asshole?
No, because your money
No.
is your money and my money is my money.
Right. No. You're just protecting your assets.
Not my assets. I don't do Pilates.
Hey yo, no assets. Like what we doing? Yoga. But listen, um, I'm just being silly. Listen, y'all, I got mad shit the other day for saying the same shit. I got mad bullshit for saying the same shit. They're like, why this and why that? That's fucked up, y'all.
We
Nah,
admit
because
it, even if you
because
said
I
that.
no honestly I feel like that honestly I feel man or woman regardless to who it is, you know what I mean, like granted everybody goes into the marriage thing in a different light, a different perspective and all of that shit, you know what I mean, but I feel as though like yo, I'm sorry, at the end of the day I still have to protect self, you know what I mean, I still have to protect self at
I
the
was
end of the
called
day.
insecure. I was called insecure because of that thing.
But how can that be? How can that, not Manny? Let me ask you this, bro. They called you
I was,
insecure, but
I was,
how can
yeah.
how can you be insecure if you want to protect yourself?
That's what I'm saying. They say you. They said I don't trust. I admit I do have trust issues. I don't know if it's issues. It's
No,
self
no, it's not trust
preservation.
issue. It's
I
self
think
preservation.
it's self
Exactly.
preservation.
It ain't
At
no
the end of the
trust
day,
issue.
we all going to preserve ourselves when it comes down to it. You know what I
Wait,
mean? And I'm like, I'm not wrong.
let's clear
I'm
that
like,
up because Manny was getting called insecure because King was saying you're putting the energy that your marriage is gonna fail right
hey
from
yo,
the
hey
beginning,
yo, you
and it
snitching,
feels like
you snitching. Nah, go ahead, Tina. Go
okay,
ahead,
I'm
Tina.
going.
Nah, go ahead, Tina.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tina. Go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead. I was being funny. Go ahead, Tina. Go ahead.
I'll say it. If you
AK.
automatically,
Nah, no,
So
no,
so now you want now you
Tina,
want to come
Tina.
off your mic, AK? Hold on.
Tina, go.
Hold on.
Cause
AK.
I was just trying to be
Now
funny.
you want to come off your
Okay,
mic,
all
my
he
Go
was
brother?
saying was if you going into the relationship already thinking about how that shit's gonna fall apart and what can be taken from you, you probably shouldn't be getting married because it seems like you're majorly
Facts.
insecure and you have trust
Facts.
issues. That was the point of the insecurity. It wasn't about the actual it's the energy around the prenup.
No, but King. So what I told King when he said that, I said to him, I'm like, that's first of all, that's not the first thing I'm thinking of, and that's not the only thing I'm thinking of either.
Yeah, you did
When I'm
say that.
thinking about prenup. You know what I'm saying?
But he said that because you
His
was
whole
fighting
thing
so
was
damn
like, yo,
hard. When
that's the
Gundy
first
came
thing.
calm with his, you was like,
I
bitch,
I
know,
just
I
want
feel
to
like
know,
I've been
am
yo,
I
kicking
the
it with this
hey
asshole?
yo,
bud, and
hey
it's
yo,
been so
hey yo,
many
hey yo,
years.
hey yo,
You ain't
Gina.
contribute nothing to this shit. I ain't giving you nothing. That's how you was. So it was a lot. It was a lot
Yeah,
different when we had that same
I be
convo.
wild, I be wildin', I be wildin', I be
You
No,
wildin',
caused
I
but
be
your
like
car
I
wildin',
just
came to
wanted to,
scream. I
I
was
be
like, God
wildin',
damn,
I be
Manny.
wildin', I be wildin' out, yo. Hey yo,
Manny
man,
be
like I just
He
wanted
bugging.
to
passionate about that
know.
shit.
I be
He got a
tripping,
passion
man,
about that
be
shit.
Manny be
tripping.
Nah, I just
creeping.
wanted to know because like yo, nah,
Tina, next time
all
say
jokes
get out of
aside,
here, you bozo.
all jokes aside though, nah, but all jokes aside though, like I feel as though a lot of people when they, you know what I mean, this is just how I feel. You know what I mean? I can't speak for everybody else, but I know how I feel. You know what I mean? I just feel as though a lot of people feel as though no, I love you and all of this. Will we and you know what I mean? So we can just go ahead and get married. But at the end of the day, when the fucking y'all, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? When y'all go through y'all little, oh, no, I don't want this no more. And now the divorce shit come about. It's like, yo, damn, I done put in 20 years of this shit. And now you about to get all of my shit, because let's just be real here, y'all. And I'm not being biased or no shit like that. You know what I mean? Let's just be real here. When a divorce happens, you know what I mean? The woman ends up with majority of this shit.
That's not necessarily true. I went through a bitter divorce and I walked away clean because I didn't want nothing to do with the
Yeah,
process itself.
that's my
Same.
big
Say,
that's my big
look,
thing.
me too.
You
Yeah, that's
stupid.
me.
I even gave that motherfucker his ring
Oh
back.
yeah,
I was like,
hey
here,
babe,
take
you know
all
I'm
of this
claiming
shit.
you, girl.
Take all of
You
this
know
shit
I'm
back.
claiming you,
Hey,
girl.
boo.
You know I'm claiming you.
Hey.
AK,
Because
but
see,
you know me.
that be the
I
thing
still
too.
love you,
That was
AK.
part of the argument too, Gundy. Because it's like, okay, I can understand Manny saying, okay, we get married. It's been 2-3 years. We didn't even make it to 5 years. Now you want half my shit. Okay, I can understand that. But after 20 years, you telling me that woman don't deserve something? And
I
y'all be so
mean,
quick to be, was she the one who initiated the divorce? That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. My simple question is,
no,
you
no,
don't
I'm
think
just
after
saying
20
though.
years of being by your side, she
No, I'm
deserves
not saying
something?
that. No, no, no. I don't say. I'm not saying that because
So
I
you
do
saying she
believe
don't deserve most of it?
if you put in that work for 20 fucking years, yes, you do deserve a portion. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to be like I said. I'm not being biased, and I'm not being trying to be a dickhead or what fucking real say the whole ass. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I ain't
Not
trying to be
the
Yeah.
none of that.
donkey.
Not the donkey. There we go. That's what Alexi be saying. I call her Alexi. Her name Alexis, but I call her Alexi. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like, nah, but I just feel as though like, yo, what we build together is that's what you deserve part of. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Not with, you know what I mean? I came in with all of this because I could be a bum ass nigga. I could be a bum ass nigga and you marry me.
I was gonna say, but if you don't have shit, is she still signing the
You know
prenup
what I
for
mean?
just
Like,
in case you get up?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that. Hell, fuck yeah. I need you to sign. Like, even if I was a bum ass nigga, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many of y'all niggas clean your tub after y'all get out this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do. But
You supposed to.
yeah, I know a lot of niggas don't do that shit. I'm just saying. You know what I
They
mean? Brownie,
nasty.
Those are the same people
brownie,
who let their dogs bathe with them. That's what that shit is.
Hush, Tina.
brownie points for Gundy. Brownie points for Gundy. You know what I mean? I clean up the crib after I'm done doing whatever I do. But yeah, but like nah, if she come in with 100 bands, like I'll be like, yo, hey, you might wanna sign this because of it, because the like, you know what I mean? Like just like two people just said, Sam and Serenity, they went through fucking bitter ass divorces, and you know what I mean? They
I didn't take shit
and
neither. I was like,
basically
fuck it.
they
You go home.
I don't know if they finished their whole what they was trying to say, but when they said bitter, that means y'all ain't get shit. To me, that's what I took it as. Y'all ain't get shit out the
Well, I
joint. Y'all
didn't
got
want
whatever
nothing.
y'all got. Y'all got whatever y'all
I
wanted,
didn't want
or
anything.
Me either.
Same.
I
I
wanted to
wanted to
walk
be
away
away
with
from
my
him.
peace.
I
I
Yeah,
wanted
wanted to
my
my
be
peace was more
peace.
peaceful.
important.
My peace
Yes.
was
that's
more
a fact.
important.
He even got his damn ring back. Take that and pawn it. I don't give a fuck.
And
Yeah,
you
you
know
know what I
what's
mean?
bad about it is that I walked away with the kid and didn't ask nothing of him from him. I didn't
See?
want nothing. Just let
She
me
said, I'm
go.
gonna need you to help me raise this baby. Bye.
Nope, I raised him by myself. I was like, I
Yeah,
got
because he
this. You
was
just go on.
priceless.
Like
Peace
and
is
like that's why
priceless.
like yo, real nigga been like, and I ain't gonna hold you. They like I got this the mind frame, the way I think. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold y'all. You know what I mean? Like I got this mind frame from my mother. The way I think about shit, the way I go about shit, I got this shit from my mom. You know what I mean? Like her little fucking 4 foot ass. You know what I mean? My mom like 5 feet at the most, 5'2" at the highest. You know what I mean?
Hey,
She
not too
like
much on
5'2".
short people.
No, it's not too much, but like you know what I mean. I'm a little taller, but you know what I mean. I got short person complexity. Napoleon, the Napoleon complex. You know what I mean. I got that
Uh-uh.
shit. You know what I mean? I got the Napoleon complex, but like I got it because my mom, my father, right? My father tried to propose to my mother, right? And my mom told the nigga, we can get married, but you got to sign a prenup. Because at the time, my mom, you know what I mean? My father, he still fucked up to this day, but you know what I mean? But during that time, my mom had she had that bag, and you know what I mean. She had that fucking bag, and she was like, "Bro, before I let you get half of my shit, nigga, nah, we're not doing that." You know what I mean? And
Fair enough.
my father was like, "Nah, I ain't signing no prenup. I ain't signing none of that." I'm like, "What, nigga? You tripping?" And like I sided with my mom. Like I feel like you know what I mean. I feel like yo, if we gonna get married, what I come in with and what you coming with, granted we supposed to love each other, all this wild geek that ass shit, whatever how that shit works out. You know what I mean? But I still need my protection at the end of the day because it's called the divorce. We can get divorced after any certain time. We can get divorced. And no, I'm not giving you half of my shit. You know what I mean? Me personally, I take the vows of the marriage till and there's only one part till death. What it say? Through sickness and health till death do us part or some shit like that. However that
Yeah,
shit
that's it.
go. It's mainly till death do us part. That's for me. That part for me. Motherfucker, we ain't getting divorced. I ain't signing no. When we married, we married. Look, you want to go over there and be with another nigga? You can't marry the nigga. I'm not gonna let you do that. It's till death do us part. That's what we signed
Gundy,
out for.
you sound like my ex husband refusing to sign the divorce
No,
papers.
this is why I don't want to get married. That's why. It's one of the. That's another one of the reasons why
But
I
you
don't
can't
want to get
predict
married because
that.
like
You can't predict that. You can't live in fear.
I'm not living in fear. It's just like yo, either it's gonna be till death do us part, and it's death do us part, and you gonna sign a prenup. If you ain't trying to do neither one of those two things, like bro, what the fuck is the point of me getting married? I can love you and still fucking take care of you, do all this same shit a married couple do without being fucking married. I can still do all that same shit. What the fuck
Hey,
do I
what
need a piece
happens
of
to the
paper?
prenup if one of the spouses pass?
It's
No,
boy.
it goes to the next person. It goes like so. It would be oh shit with the prenup shit. So it would be if
Next of
I
kin.
die and yeah, it's the next person. So that probably would be your child. You know what I mean? If y'all
Oh,
got
okay.
kids together, you know what I mean, it would probably go to your child. You know what I
If
mean?
they
Like
would, it would
don't
go to the
quote me
will.
on it.
The
They would
prenup
go
To the
to
is
will
how
yeah,
the
everything
will
okay,
else,
is
okay.
wrote out.
y'all.
Okay,
Everything else
thank you, futuristic.
is what's coming after you.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Okay.
how that shit works. That's how that shit works. Like, you know what I mean, me, I told you I might be one and done, but whole time I'm gonna try for a son in 1 year and 6 months. But
I mean, I had
you
that
know,
same attitude, gun. This shit. I'm not even the one who initiated my divorce, so
you
I
know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I know people right now, like, you know what I mean? Like, I hung out with one of my folks last night, you know what I mean? And they going through a divorce. And I'm like, yo, Slim, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? That's why I used the number 20 because my folks, they was married for 20 fucking years. And then out of your oldest kid is 19 years old. Then now y'all decide to get divorced? Like, that shit makes no sense
But
to
it
me.
happens, Gundy. I mean, like
I
me and
know
my
it does. I
situation.
see
And me
it.
and my situation, like I just outgrew my husband. He just didn't have any goals. He didn't want to do anything. So it felt like I had a weight around my neck because I'm like, I'm steady.
But you're not about, but are you going to wait around for 20 years, though?
No, but I'm saying I gradually gave you time to. We grew up together. Well, my situation is
Okay.
different. Grew up together. We were 16. We was very young when we started dating. We was in
Oh
our early
shit.
teens
I'm
when
gonna
we got
back up a
married.
little bit.
But
Mm,
it took me to realize years later, you're not gonna change. I mean, I'm growing and growing our family, but you are like pulling me backwards. Like it's almost felt like I was fighting with the enemy within my own house. You know,
that's a
and I'm
fact.
like, it's not supposed to. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're
That's
supposed to be my.
uncomfortability.
Yeah,
You
not
supposed
at all.
to be not my biggest enemy.
All right. So do y'all feel as though? Do y'all feel as though like I? Let me ask you. I mean, we in a variety show, so you know what I mean. So do y'all feel as though like? And it's a general question. You know what I mean? So like, do y'all feel as though like if you outgrow a person, you know what I mean? Like, do you continue to still try to give them chances to at
No,
least somewhat get to your level,
no.
or is it
I, I
like you know
did,
what? I'm
Gundy.
stepping off. I'm
I
stepping off.
know
You
I
know what?
did
I'm
for
done with
years.
this.
You know what? And in those years that I should have been gone a long time ago, it made me resentful for wasting time.
Hmm.
Did you
Because the
feel
So
fact of
like
the matter is, if they was gonna be at your level, they would have been growing with you. I can't wait for
right,
you to get here because I've been doing my work and you
But
haven't been
but
doing your work.
let me ask
Now
you this though,
all
Tina.
you're gonna do is pull me down. You're not gonna get
Let
up
me
here
ask
but
you
because
if
this,
that's
they
what
Tina. Let
but
me
happens.
can
ask
I
you
say
this though.
something? Because if they weren't at your
Yeah,
level,
go
they
ahead.
never was at your level.
Okay, Rain. Okay, Rain. Tina. Serenity. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all because when you meet a person, right? When you meet a person, you don't know. I mean, after you meet them and then y'all get into our relationship and shit like that.
Hmm.
After a certain amount of time, that's when true colors come out after a certain
Hmm.
amount of time. You know what I mean? But if you see though, like you know what? Let me. Oh shit! How can I word this shit? Because I wanted to come across the right way. Where you know what I mean, I wanted to come across the right way. Um,
Gundy, are you trying to say when a person shows you who you are, believe in the first time?
No, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. That's
Okay,
not what I'm not saying that
okay.
part. I'm not saying that part. But it's more so back to like basically it's like if we together and I see like, oh, all right, cool. We already together. I mean, I'm trying to help you get to where you should be or to at least a level where I'm at somewhat. Even if I gotta dumb my shit down for you just a little bit, and I'm only doing that out of the respect and the love I have for you. You know what I mean? So you
Okay,
could
but it's
catch up.
one
But
thing
who
to
determines that?
is I feel like
Well,
it's one thing.
it's women or to Rain right quick, Rain. It's women or female. I mean, it's women or males or men, whatever. You know what I mean? Like if a woman is all the way up there already, you know what I mean? Cool. You see, I'm right here with you, but I'm not all the way on your level. But I'm gonna get there.
But
But
what's
if I
determining where you
That's
going? What we talking about? Money?
nah,
That's finite.
anything.
it's general relationship. Anything with inside a relationship, because relationships
But
get
that's
to
still
be fucked up
control.
because it's finances, it's lack of time, um, fucking
That's still control though, because how can you say where
that's
you
not
think
control. How is
somebody
that
should
control?
be? Because it's like
No, I
that's
think
like
he's
me.
saying it like we set
Yeah,
common
I'm trying.
goals.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here
I
and I'm
can't
trying
wait.
to
I
bring you
can't
up
word it the
here. But
right
I
way.
was going to say, right, it's one thing to be like, hey, I'm going to help you along and I have to drag you along.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
Right.
to
Okay,
fight
Mhm.
thank
with
you,
you
There you
after
go,
we've
Tina. Thank
already
you,
said
Tina.
these are the goals we're trying to reach and you agreed and then you're not doing your part and I'm having to keep putting you on your shit. That shit's it's draining. It's draining
It's not
emotionally,
even
it's draining in
reminding you.
every way.
It's
So it's
not even
one thing
reminding
to
if you see me doing this. If you see me busting my ass, going hard, trying to provide for us. You know what I
okay, if
mean?
I see
Once
you
we
busting your ass, I can't fault you for that because if it's
that's that
you
that's
doing
just
everything you
that's
can, but things
should that
aren't
not
moving on the
motivation?
timeline, then that's not a big deal.
Some
That
people
is,
it's
I
not
mean,
Should
though.
that not motivate you?
everything can't fall into a direct timeline. Some things don't line up the way you would have thought, but you still making the effort.
I'm with you. I get you. I'm with
And,
you with that.
and, and guess what?
I'm with you
And
with
you
that. But if
sometimes
you're
you have
not
to
taking
learn
the
that.
same efforts, Go ahead, somebody. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna
Go
say,
ahead. I'm
saying
sorry.
sometimes I know I learned. Me personally, I ask God why, not
Yeah,
necessarily
clear that
why
throat, huh?
I'm
What
married
you over there
still,
doing?
because I don't believe in divorce. But I asked him like, why are we going through this? And I got a response back that I wasn't ready for. And he was like, you never, I was like, my husband is my husband. And he said, I never told you that was your husband, and he didn't.
Ooh, fair enough.
Who told you that?
The
God,
Lord.
this is me and God talking.
Oh.
And I was like, that was my soulmate. And he like, no. I
I
was
never
like, well,
told you that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I never.
that's
Ah. Like, yo, Serenity,
You
I get
thought
what
it
you
was
were
your
shit.
saying.
I
soulmate.
felt like that too, Serenity. When I was
No,
done, I was like,
I
okay, I
get
thought
what
I
I
had
get both
found
of
it.
y'all.
I guess that wasn't it.
I get what both of y'all saying, but once again, like, and man, please do not motherfucking try to nail me to the cross on this shit. Please do not, because I know what the fuck is about to happen once I say this shit. I know I'm about to get nailed to the cross. You know what I mean? But how can you believe in something that's not, you know what I mean? That's not real.
Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Either you gonna live peacefully and flow with things, or you gonna live in hell. So one of the two, you gonna pick a side. So 9 times out of 10, what is it gonna hurt for me to believe in something and I go with the flow and my life is peaceful? I mean, people believe in things all the time that they're unaware of.
But you see, once again, it goes back. I mean, when I say, I think I got what you said, but I think what I was asking, like, how can you believe in a person that you never met? How can you believe in a higher being? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in there. I know I'm gonna get ridiculed for this shit, but it's cool though. I'm with that because this is why I'm proposing this question. But how can you believe in a higher power? Or you know what I mean? I'm just using that for because I
I
know
can't
people.
explain it to you, but all I can tell you is just it's something within that I'm connected to, and then whether it be people
Okay,
say
I could get that.
it,
I could get that. I get that. I get you.
A
it's just
I,
feeling of
spiritual.
sensation. I can't explain it to people, but I tell folks all the time, I can't speak for you, but I know for self, and I know for myself and things that I have specifically asked and have not shared, and things have been fulfilled. So
Wait,
let
so
me ask you
Gundy,
this
you
already.
don't believe in God?
No, I believe there's a higher power.
Okay, okay.
There's a higher because like all right, cool. Like just
Yeah, okay. No, I know what you're
let
saying
me
because I
just give
say
you
that too.
let me just give you a background. You know what I mean? My mom's Christian and my dad's Muslim. You know what I mean? So I already was fucked up from the beginning.
no, you was not.
A Christian and a Muslim.
Don't say you
A
was fucked
Christian and
up.
a Muslim. I was already fucked up because you gotta think about it. Them little arguments before we went into foster care and shit like that. Them little arguments where, oh no, the the Quran says this, but the Bible said that. These fucking arguments was real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
to a
but
kid, that's a lot.
I mean,
you know what I
it
mean? That's a
is,
lot.
and that's why I think people shouldn't date. Like, you certain things when you choosing a mate, especially when y'all have children, you got to be real picky. And
Think
y'all
about it.
can
Yeah,
go to
that's
All
why I ask
individual
people
schools.
if they
right,
follow a
let
religious
me
thing
tell you.
too.
All right, let me
No,
tell
what's
y'all this or
crazy
ask
is
y'all this.
a lot of times. I'm sorry if I
Now
may
go ahead,
on
go
the
ahead,
on
go
the
ahead, go
topic.
ahead. Nah, you go
Okay.
ahead, go ahead.
So the thing is, I was raised in Catholicism, and then I started looking for different stuff throughout my youth, and then I converted to Islam. At the Moorish Science Temple of America, we honor all true and divine prophets, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and Confucius. We practice Islamism. But
That's the
one thing
Moors,
that
ain't
I've,
it?
yeah, yeah. So, like,
All
one
right,
thing
go
that
ahead,
I've
go ahead.
learned in the midst of all of that is in every religion, because religion is a way of life, you know what I'm saying? It's what you do. You could
Mm-hmm.
smoke weed every day, and that could be your religion. You understand?
Hear me.
So my thing is with
That's what
that,
I'm doing right now.
everything is basically putting you in place to align you with divinity. So everything is about divine alignment. So it's like a lot of people, they get so caught up on what, oh, I'm Baptist, I'm this, I'm that, that's too much. They don't even realize that all of that, I'm Pentecostal, all of that is still up under the Catholic Church. They don't realize that because a lot of people aren't really studying religion to the extreme to understand. Like, y'all still done conformed up under Rome, because Rome is the one that brought you Catholicism, and everything is up under the Pope.
Yeah, and if
E-
you look at the meaning of faith, faith is described in one spectrum. So you having faith in things that are outside of your understanding still doesn't dispose to faith.
yeah, for me, faith is knowing. So faith is knowing,
I
and
don't,
belief is
man.
perhaps,
I don't,
faith is
yo,
knowing.
faith,
Go
like,
ahead. I'm
I ain't gonna
sorry.
hold y'all. No, you good, Rain. You good. My fault. You know what I mean? I took a phone call and chopped me back in. My fault, y'all. That's my fault. You know what I mean? But I just heard faith and believing. That's the last thing I just recently just heard. Faith is what you said, Rain? Faith, no, matter of
Knowing.
fact, it was Alexis. I think what was it, Alexis, or was it Rain?
Sam.
Which one of y'all?
Alexis is not here. Alexis is not in
Alexis left?
here.
Oh, that's Sam. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's Sam. All right, cool.
Sam,
So faith
futuristic,
is
Tina, and
knowing.
myself.
So y'all said faith is knowing, or what?
Hmm.
What y'all said?
Faith is knowing.
Okay. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't believe in faith. I don't believe in faith. Like me, like real nigga shit, and I'm just being real, y'all. Like I believe in things happen the way they should. The way they should, regardless, good or bad. That shit happens the way it should happen. It was meant for you to go through this certain thing. It was meant for you to go through this. You know what I mean? Like it's not by faith. Oh, I
Wait,
just
wait,
met the
wait, wait, wait,
motherfucker.
wait, wait.
I just
Gundy.
met. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
You heard what I
sorry.
said.
I'm sorry. Yep, I
You
cut you
heard
off,
what I said.
but you finna see. You finna get what I'm saying. Gundy.
Listening. I'm listening,
See,
baby. What do
Gundy.
you
I don't
want?
like this
No,
combo.
I'm
I'm gonna
looking
go.
at that PTR. Gundy, did you just get them? Because them motherfuckers was on back order.
My shit. No, my shit just got delivered. Yeah, my
Quit
shit just got
playing.
delivered the other day.
Who you get them from? Go.
Yeah, I got it off Goat. Yeah, you
I
goddamn
knew it.
right.
What size you got? Let's say a
Size
9.
9. You
I
already
knew
know
it.
common size.
Damn.
I'm the average. I'm average, baby.
Damn.
You know what I
Them
mean?
just
I'm
was what,
average.
300 one day?
Nah, shit, nah, not even. I ain't
Because I
even
know
pay
the
three
last
hundred.
time I looked, they
I
was
ain't even
like
pay
3
300 for
something.
them Jones. I ain't even pay
Quit
300
playing
for
with
them Jones.
me.
I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. Like I
Quit
had to send
playing
my
with
daughter.
me.
I got the joints for my daughter too. I got the joints for my
Quit
daughter, but
playing
I
with
had to
me.
send her joints back because her little fat foot ass. You know what I mean? I just found out my daughter got a wide foot, so I gotta buy shoes that's
Yeah.
wide. You know what I mean? I just found that shit
Uh-huh.
out.
Oh.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
you all know what time it is for me. I gotta go be a nurse in the morning. So peace out, y'all.
Hey
All
Sam.
right.
Peace
Hey
out.
Sam. Hey Sam.
Yes, yes.
Say you gonna do one time.
Gunzy.
Yes.
I can't take you nowhere, bro. Good night.
yo, yo, enjoy it. You know what I mean, and get your beauty rest. You know what I mean, go be a nurse because you know you gotta nurse me back to health. You know, I'm just sick on regular, no problem. I'm just
Petty.
sick. Yeah, petty shit. Yeah, I just be sick for no
Mm-hmm.
reason, just to go to the. Y'all never had that motherfucking doctor in y'all school. Y'all just get sick for no reason and just want to go see the nurse.
Not you just
Hell
want to go
no.
see
The
the
nurse at
nurse.
the school was a fat white woman. That was not
Oh
dying
shit,
to
not
see her.
mine. So I
Mm-mm.
ain't gonna hold you. Not mine. Mine was a nice,
Damn, you
beautiful
got
black
them
queen.
starfish.
Nah, yeah, I got the starfishes. Yeah, you already know.
I'm trying to get them giants.
And I got the grapes. I got the grapes. I got the mouth. Man, what? Man. I'm a Jordan fanatic. Like I go hard. Like I don't wear. Besides Uptowns, you know what I mean, or whatever people say Air Force Ones or whatever. You know what I mean. I'm
Mm-hmm.
from New York, so we call them Uptowns. Besides Uptowns and Timberlands, no, I'm not wearing nothing else but Jordans.
That part. Well, I
You
ain't
know what
gonna
I
lie. I
mean?
got me some black and white Pumas, but I got them for the low. And I
Yeah,
had a
no,
Puma
no, no.
hoodie.
If they decent and look cool, yeah, I
Yeah.
grab a different type of pair. But you know what I mean. Me growing up, I couldn't. I always wanted Jordans growing up. You know what I mean? As a
Yep.
kid, you know what I mean. And my foster parents, and all of that shit, they was like, nah, you gonna get what I can afford, and I can respect that. I respect that shit. You know what I mean? I respect that shit because now me being a parent, like, all right, cool. I can't automatically keep you like the way, you know what I mean? You might want, you see your friends, or they got all this. crazy wild geek designer shit and all the latest pairs of shoes. I know me personally, I can't do that for you. I can't do that. I would do my best to keep you and try to get you that shit, but for real, I'm gonna keep myself what we said earlier with inside my budget. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like I'm gonna keep myself with inside my budget, and you know what I mean. I didn't understand that growing up as a kid, so I always wanted Jordans. And then I ain't gonna hold y'all. It wasn't until fucking 2019 when I got out of jail in 2019. That's when I was able to really start to really afford buying the shit I really want. You know what I mean? I was, you know what I mean? Even with my hustling days and all that, I still wasn't even buying fly ass Jordans, 99, bro. I go buy some basic shit right quick, but I know what I wanted. But
That
nah, I go
part.
buy me some basic shit, and yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm still draped out, looking like beyond $1 million.
When I'm like, I looked at that picture, I said, no, the fuck he don't. I said, oh my
Yeah,
goodness. When I went to go look for
Wait,
them jumps, they were sold out. Oh, he got them starfish. Them motherfuckers,
yeah.
I love
These are
them.
starfish ones.
not them
Yes,
still having rooms
definitely.
on Clubhouse about spending $500 on a first date. Why are we still doing this?
Cause I'm gonna
I
get
mean,
the
I did that
brown
before.
shoestrings to go to them.
You had what did
Nah,
y'all do? Why was it
I
so
got the
much?
what you call it? They send you the brown shoestrings with them Jones.
Quit playing. No, it's some other ones that I want. Cause I
No,
had seen
they send yo Rain. I
my
don't know if you can really see
listen.
the picture, but like yo, they send you a whole decal and all of that shit
I know they
with
get
like
the little thing that hang down the side.
yeah, they send you all of that
Yes,
shit with them Jones. Like, and on
yes,
top of that, you know what I mean? You know, the verification when you order off a goat, like, I don't know, everybody be ordering off of
man.
StockX. Don't do that. Don't fuck with StockX because they shits be
Because
fake.
they said some of that shit be fake. I
They
know.
shits be fake.
I got a thing for sneakers love. My IG is full. That's as soon as I got into the chiropractor. She like, you just keep coming in here. Yes, ma'am. These motherfuckers, I don't play no games. I love it. I told you I don't eat no pork, but I got some bacons over here. You fuck with them?
Yeah, I know the bacons.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm fucking. I just
I
told you I'm a
fuck with
Jordan
them.
fanatic.
My
I'm
goodness.
like,
Yeah.
I go crazy for these joints. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my daughter, like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, my daughter got a whole rack of fucking Jordans already, bro. Like,
I
and
told you I had to put my heels down. And when I put my heels down,
put them sneakers on, pull them sneakers out.
mm,
What they call them? Some people
mm,
call them tennis
I put my
shoes.
tennis
I
shoes
don't know.
on.
I don't know what the fucking tennis shoe is. I think about Venus and Serena.
Mm,
I think about Venus and
mm.
Serena when you say tennis shoes.
Yeah, my sneakers. They go nanny.